Hello. Hello and welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Camera's off screen. My kid came down here and he knocked over my webcam. Welcome in. Remember to hit the like button. Your next person. That's what we're going to do here today. Let me make it full screen. Welcome in, Tisha. I did read your message. She asked, can we go in reverse today? I wasn't planning on it, to be honest. Wasn't planning on it. But if you're around, yeah, we're probably going to go in order. Just simple. I like simple. Simple works for me. Hopefully it works for you. All right. Okay. Welcome in, Kristen. It'll be a second, and then we'll go live in a minute. Okay. All right. I did want to open another tarot deck. I just hadn't decided which one. Well, I got the stained glass tarot we could play with. Let me look at these two decks real quick. Or the moon compass tarot. Ooh. I think the moon compass tarot is going to win this one. I'll show them to you. What are you guys feeling? The stained glass tarot or the moon compass tarot? The reading's for you, not for me. Something like that's the point, right? While we wait, I'll drink my icy frosted prime. I put them in the freezer for too long. They got a little too cold. One's definitely frozen. The other one's like I had in front of the heater that I don't even need on right now. So I did shut it off. Oh, this is like my Red Bull for the day. Oh, trust me. This shit is so like, woo. It's ridiculous. Let's see what people say. Hello, Leslie. Oh, by the way, how rude of me to forget. Happy Mother's Day to any mothers out there. I almost forgot. And I just put a post out there about it. Happy Mother's Day to any of the moms out there or to-be moms in the future. All right? Or to your mom if you're not a mom. Okay. So what do you guys think? Stained glass tarot or the moon compass tarot? What do you think we should play with today? I got you pick, moon compass. All right, so I got moon compass. I was feeling the moon compass. So there's two on moon compass. The stained glass tarot is more pretty. Like, this one's a lot more like, the ladies may like it. This one's more like dark. Let me read the secrets of what's yet to come. And I like the darkness. I don't know what it is about the darkness in me and being comfortable in it, but I'm okay with that. Here we go. I'll use this pen. Don't break the tip of the pen. That's how you're going to remember to write timestamps down. Okay. It'll be the moon compass, I guess. I guess it's going to be the one I was kind of leaning towards. Makes me wonder what I'll use the stained glass with. Maybe the other one I haven't opened yet. We'll see. Or maybe one I have used. I have no clue. When we get there, we get there. Excuse me. Let me put that cigarette out. You can tell I don't need them. All right. Oh, come on. All of them. I want them all. Thank you. Let's see what we're looking at. Oh, God. What the hell? They better all be in here. I've never had a card that has the same shit on each side show up in a box. What the hell is that? Like, I hope that's not a misprint. I don't want to count all these. Like, come on now. Two of them? There's two of them in there like that. I was going to say, did somebody get me? Did I get a bunch of blank tarots? No, there's a bunch of here. All right. Your next person. I thought these were going to look a little more like awesome, kind of dull. Like the coloring's not like so pop at you, but the other one is the pop art tarot, so that can kind of make up for it, and we'll go with that. Welcome in, LZ fan, Joanne, Alexandria. Everybody, welcome in. Ladies and men, welcome in. Your next person. I think I'm about to start. Aries. Aries is going to be around, give or take, probably about 5:44, we'll say, because I like to talk. I look something. Ash writes, I look something. I have no idea what she wrote. I think she meant to write Turkish. It looks like Tasunian, maybe? I don't know what she wrote. I don't really know that. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get. We're going to start with the zodiac sign of Aries. I guess we'll start with the energy of the cards I just opened. Why not? Already in my hand. Go to a couple shuffles and see what it has to say about your next person. Aries next person. I'm going to look up for the zodiac sign of Aries. Hello, Jill, and Alyssa. Welcome in, all, babe. One more shuffle for you for some reason. Just one more. More on the table. What's the deal with Aries and the next person? Didn't want to go back in. We're going to read them. Damn, I'm drinking that shit like it's going out of style. Holy shit, the next person's going to love the shit out of you. What? Aries, the next person for you is going to love the shit out of you. Could definitely be a water or a fire sign that loves the hell out of you. The situation I'm seeing here, though, is it's almost like they're almost afraid to move towards you. Knight of Wands, they do want to play in the energy with you, or I get like they really want to experiment with you. This is like a I'm head over heels for you energy with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Almost like either they're nervous to push forward with you. I get like they may be afraid of how you'll react. Whoa, what is it? Where's this going? The Four of Pentacles and the Sun in reverse. It's almost like they'll know that you make them very happy, or you put a smile on their face. I just get this. They feel unsure about this connection or how to come towards you. Why? Oh, shit. Let's see where this goes. Show me more for Aries, their next person. Two of Pentacles and balance. Clarify that. The Fool. They're going to be afraid to move towards you, or emotionally. They may not know if emotionally you're ready to move towards them, is what it comes out like. Hold on a second. With the Fool reversed, they do want balance with you to have justice in reversed. They may feel like they've been stuck when it comes to getting what they want and wish fulfillment with love situations. They could have also been somebody who decided not to go towards love for a while, or this may be something you both need to communicate about, because there's no fucking communication on the table yet. I almost feel like you guys are going to need to be like very emotionally receptive. I get like you have to speak up, like pour out your emotions towards each other. Once you know it reaches past that level of friendship and it's become that we want more energy. You give me that once we want more energy, that's what needs to be done. Here we go. Show me something else. Okay. You're going to have to decide if you want to pay attention to it. What? So you have the Hierophant and the Emperor. It's almost like you'll know about this person, or you'll see it that it's available. That the opportunity is in front of you, Aries. You're going to have the Two of Wands. It's going to be about you deciding if you want to go towards it or if you want to work with it. I feel like it's going to be something where it's like, I feel like the ball's in your court more than theirs. This is kind of ironic, but I feel like it's up to you. I don't know how else to say it's going to be up to you. It's almost like they're going to leave it in your hands. What? Here we go. Show me something for Aries, their next person. Okay, clarify that. So it's almost what it's making me feel like is they have a message for you. The message I have for you with the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Wands upright. It's almost like they want to speak with you or towards you, but I don't feel like they're going to want to be the one putting in all the work. It's almost like they want you to do it. I get this. They want you to do this energy more than why. Two of Cups. Some of you, they could be afraid that you'll move on or something could get messed up. Something about you would move on or something would get messed up. Five of Pentacles in reverse, like they would be left out in the cold in this love situation. Two of Wands, like you wouldn't choose them. Like you have a person's energy around you that's afraid that if they put work and effort towards you, they're afraid that they may screw up. They may screw up the celebration, or they may not get what they want. Like the Eight of Cups energy, somebody may walk away. Clarify this for Aries, the next person. It could, I'm going to tell you straight up, it could definitely be a fire or water sign for Aries. That's what's showing up in your energy heavy right now. Page of Cups reversed, emotionally unavailable. Queen of Wands, fire. Ace of Wands. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of passion here. The Hermit. What's going on with the Hermit card in reverse? Let's see where we go with this. Zodiac sign of Aries, if anybody's trying to figure out where we are. Okay. I don't like to say shit like this, but I'm going to say it because I wouldn't feel right not to. How do I say this? It almost makes me feel like this person's, you may deal with somebody that's had a lot of, relationships that's just hurt them. Seven of Pentacles reversed, the World reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, the Judgment's reversed. So when it comes to seeing you as an option or being available towards them, you give me this energy, it's going to be hard for them to open up towards you. It's almost like, and they also feel like you may have other options available at your disposal. Why do I feel like they're going to not want to, it's weird. I feel like they love you, but they are afraid to lose out again. They don't want a loss before anything happens. They don't want to experience where they've been, kind of energy. What? Here we go. Strength card reversed. King of Swords reversed. The Chariot reversed. Some of you, you have an energy that's showing me that, like, when it comes to getting the solutions or getting the go ahead, getting the passion, getting the communication, it didn't work out in the past. Lovers is in reverse. The Fortune of it, the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune is also in reverse. It ended. The Death card is in reverse. And they may they may be trying to be patient with how they feel because of past situations. And I feel like they're trying to invite changes in with you. They may have a little bit of scared energy, though, to trust manifesting going towards you. The Moon, they may be aware of how they feel. Emotionally, though, what's going on with the bottom? They want to build with you. They need to talk. And they know that they're ready for a new beginning. The Ten of Swords is in reverse. But, oh shit. I was like, they need to talk. Because I've got the Queen of Swords reversed in front of the Nine of Cups. And then the Three of Cups. This is them wanting to explore fun, do things with you. But then the Ten of Swords was about, like, okay, that new beginning. But before, you already had that Queen of Swords reversed. Look at the last card that came out. I had said it right before. They need to talk, the Page of Wands, or you guys need to communicate clearly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be a huge part. It's almost like they've got to not worry about the things that kind of showed up in the past for them, or showed up but didn't stick around, or that kind of hurt them energy. The Six of Swords to the Five of Swords reversed. It's almost like letting that go and not fearing what didn't work with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Show me something else. Nine of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Swords. So they're at a particular point in their life where they're trying to discover what's going to make them happy, or what they should, what, if it's worth being, if they should even approach it, or it's almost like they can't be afraid to approach the next relationship, whether it's you or somebody you know. I feel like it's more drawn in towards you though. All right, let me go to the other deck and see what we get. Could definitely be a fire or water sign so far. I want to see if the other deck shows any other signs that kind of stick out like real heavily. It could be that next person for you. Here we go. Just put these all back together. Communication is going to be a big part. Being like communicating and being emotionally available. I don't know. I don't need the tarot to tell you this, Aries. I can feel sitting here for you, and for you in the existence of somebody else, that communication and that emotional connection has to be like floored. I feel like it has to reach new levels of heights that other relationships weren't able to touch, or that when they started to touch, it got cold, silent, or awkward. So that, whoever the fuck that's for, I don't know, but whoever the fuck that's for, here we go. Let's go. Aries is the next person. Let's see what we get. What is the message for Aries and the next person? What do you want to show them? What's here for Aries and the next person? What is the message for Aries and the next person? What do you got for Aries? What do you want to show them about the next person? I just saw your card, by the way. Some of you that you haven't. I'm just gonna be real with you. You may not have met the person yet, and you may not have met them, or they may be at a distance. We're gonna start with that. Let's see where this goes. They give me a soul searching energy. You're trying to find like a soul, like wanting to find that person that's going to really not only cheer them up, but I almost feel like they want this weird level of trust, and they want it all to happen like overnight. I don't know why it comes out that way, but I'm feeling like they want you to. It's almost like they. Yeah, this is gonna sound kind of mushy, and I get it, and take it or leave it, you know. But I'm going to put it out there. I keep getting this image of like, they want to be like on the couch. They want you to be around them. They want to feel confident that you're there. It's almost like you give them a better like feeling of like not worrying about anything at all while you're in their atmosphere or in their energy, or definitely want something about them wanting to wrap their arms around you and have their arms around your arms, your elbows, or your wrists. I don't know. This is what I'm seeing though. Here we go. Let's go. Show me something for Aries and their next person. Show me the message for Aries. Work. Some of you, they could be trying to, I'm going to stick with that. They could be trying to figure out a new career path as well. Some of you, they may be trying to put a lot of work and effort towards changes with a new, figuring out what to do, or what's going to, I almost feel like what's going to keep them happy. They give me like, I need to stay focused on the things that are going to make me, give me some more before I say anything. Show me something for Aries. Why is the celebration card on the table and upright? Clarify that for the zodiac sign of Aries, their next person. What is the message for Aries? Clarify that card. So they know, this person knows they want commitment. You may have an energy that kind of feels head over heels for you before, you know, very early on. You have this, I just get this, when it comes to you, they feel very balanced or very attached. Somebody's going to be very attached to you. It's like that gum you can't get off your shoe. Like they're going to be wanting your time, your attention, your affection. I feel that kind of a lot in your energy. Here we go. Show me more for Aries, please. You know what? 2 more shuffles. 3. We'll do 3 for the hell of it. 1, something for Aries. What is the message about the next person? What do we have for you? Next person for Aries. What do you want to say? Let's see what we get. Aries. The next person. Show me what you want them to see. Oh my Lord. So this person's going to be this person thinks about investing with you or going towards you. I just get every time the last tarot deck, this new moon compass tarot I just started with, they got the same energy towards you. Like they're afraid to come towards you, the full reversed. It's like they want to do it, or they give me some kind of, you make them feel secure. I almost want to tell you, it could be a water sign. I feel like their emotions feel very like clingy. You have a clingy fucking energy coming towards you. But I feel like it's a clingy energy. Maybe it's a fire energy, but it feels more like a water than fire if it's going to be like that. Why is that in reverse? I don't think you're going to have to be worried about them focused on the past. So if you had a question about if they were focused on something they've already dealt with, whatever zodiac sign it could have been, I'm going to tell you, I don't think so. If you were curious emotionally, like some of you, if you're wondering what their focus is with you or why they're attached to you, what's that about? They look at you very playful. They don't feel like you're attached to anybody, but they feel like you could. Okay, you may have an energy where they're not so sure about if you would continue with them. It's almost like they don't trust where the direction could go. The Ace of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups, they're not sure if the new beginning would happen with you. They're very like back and forth. 10 of Wands, if they'll get what they want with you. I don't think this has anything to do with you. I feel like that's everything to do with them, by the way. Here we go. Show me more for Aries, please. The next person. What's the message? Change. Why is the change card here? And why is it in reverse? Show me for Aries. They'll be up in their head. They may not trust it. They'll be afraid to, I'm done. They'll be afraid to grow with you. But I feel like they really want that. I feel like there's nothing, I feel like they know they want that. Clarify it. Some of you, they're tired of being patient. They've been hurt in love. When it comes to happiness, things of the past, they're trying to look away from the things that hurt them when it comes to their happiness. They're definitely trying not to focus on that or focus on being upset. But I feel like they're getting at that point where they're becoming impatient with finding that balance of happiness or getting the truth and clarity in a relationship, maybe the judgment, the outcome. This is what it feels like. I feel like they really want to come towards you with a celebration. Show me more for Aries, please. What is the message? Continue anything that needs to be said to the zodiac sign of Aries, please. Oh, I wonder what that is. I'm done. They really want to, it's almost like they want to go towards you. But at the end of the day, I feel like they're still struggling to embrace opening up. You have a person, this is how you'll know who it is. If you deal with somebody that comes towards you and it's like, why don't they talk? Why do they expect me to put in so much effort? I feel like it's because they're very emotionally influenced by you, or they're very emotionally attached to you. Maybe it's a physical thing too. What's going on emotionally? I feel like they've been at a distance or been trying to fight how they emotionally feel. I do feel like they want to put work and effort in. They go back and forth with knowing what to do. What are they stuck on? It's communication. When it comes to their biggest, like, the biggest thing you'll notice is if they don't talk to you as much or open up as much. If you feel like you have to open the can, I feel like, don't take it the wrong way. I'm just going to put this out there. I feel like you're not supposed to take that the wrong way. I feel like you're supposed to just be patient with that and see it for what it is, and eventually let them start to lead conversation when time feels right. I am so sick of all these spam fucking phone calls. Oh, I should have done it. I should have fucking done it. I really should have done it. I just got a spam call, and it was the perfect time to do the thing I said I was gonna do. It like act like Peter Griffin on the spam call. Shit, it'll be the next one. But I've been getting a shitload of them. The last one I got, well, it's not the last one, but I got one recently, and I answered the phone, and this is how I answered the phone. Held the phone like this, and was like, "Stop breaking the law, asshole!" and hung up the phone. Literally, I probably would have done the same thing right now. Now I kind of want another spam fucking call. Holy shit! Oh, I was laughing after. If you don't know where that comes from, I believe that's Liar Liar. I believe that's a Jim Carrey movie. Oh, it made me feel so good just to do that, and it just came like it just was like, fuck it, just say something quick, and I did. They didn't have a second to say hello, anything. I just said it and hung up on them. Oh, I'm a bit crazy. No, just crazy. Maybe. All right, so Aries. I feel like it's going to be a lot about giving into. You'll know that they're emotionally wanting to invest in you because they're going to always want. They're going to be kind of wanting to be attached to your hip. Like, even if you don't go out with them a lot, even if it was in the comfort of at home, it does feel. I just get water sign energy for you for whatever fucked up reason. Here we go. Hey, water energy again. But let's go to Taurus. See what we get for Taurus. That's fucking spammers. 27, 25. Yeah, fuck it. 36, because I'm gonna take a minute to show. I should have went further, whatever. Here we go. Damn, I can't believe I screwed that up. But I get them all the time. I mean, I get them too much where I'm like, fuck, I might have to change my phone number when I do fucking private readings, even though I don't usually have it listed. I have for the zodiac sign of Taurus. What is the message for the American person? And we'll fix the timestamp in a second. Let's see what we get. Hello, Volga Hearts. Hello, Lou Mama. What's up, Deb, Monica, Page of Earth, Janet, Kay Wright. Welcome in. Welcome in, Lauren Cohen. Welcome in, Clark. Beatrix, hello. I think I said hello to everybody. I don't know if I said hello. Hi, Janet. All right, Taurus, I'm going to fix your time. It's 28, call it 55. All right, it's about close enough. Taurus, your next person. Here we go. What we got for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What do I have for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Their next person. The Hierophant in reverse. Where are we going with this? The world. Ooh, your next person may be very, 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 very into work. Ooh. Or into learning. Hold on a second. Could be an earth sign like yourself. That's kind of Four of Pentacles. Jesus, definitely could be you have all earth energy so far. Very work oriented, or very kind of like to stay. They give me I stay busy. They also give me like that they want to be available or ready for something. Hold on. Clarify anything for that. The World card. Zodiac sign for Taurus. Their next person. What's the message? Nine of Pentacles. They're a hard worker. Nine of Pentacles came out beside the World because I asked for clarification on that. They work hard, so they may kind of mirror your energy. Could be another Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo like yourself. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I didn't expect that. Seven of Pentacles. Why is it all fucking earth energy? The Magician reversed. This may make sense to a Taurus who it didn't work out with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, whoever that's for. If you had an issue or problems with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, didn't get what you were looking for, Ace of Pentacles reversed, this message may be something for you to listen to. Here we go. Death card reversed, the Devil's reversed, the Fool is reversed, and the Eight of Wands. I feel like some of you Tauruses, you have this energy of understanding. If you tried to deal with somebody you've already dealt with, you know it would be a waste of time or wouldn't work. With the Fool reversed and the Eight of Wands, going towards it or opening up and communicating. I don't feel like it would give you that fulfillment you're looking for. You have the Four of Cups in reverse, and now you have the Knight of Swords. I don't feel like you would take action or want to be emotionally attached to this. Whatever that's about. The Four of Wands to the Nine of Swords. What is the deal here? This just makes me feel like neither one of you have rushed towards each other, but at times you've thought about each other, whatever that's about for Taurus. So some of you have been thinking about the ex, or the ex has been thinking about you, whatever that is. Here we go. Show me something for Taurus, their next person. I'm going to tell you, right now it's telling me either... It's telling me there's a potential you had a failed relationship with a water sign, air sign. When it came to being emotionally attached to it, everything fell apart or everything hurt to get away from. The Empress is upright. Clarify the Empress, please, for Taurus. Judgment and the Seven of Swords. Somebody didn't trust going forward in the situation. Somebody may not have felt like the other person loved them. And I feel like it's the woman. I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm going to say what I'm feeling. I feel like it's the woman. I'm going to put it out there. I feel like it's the woman. I feel like she didn't trust where this could go. Holy shit. The Sun, the happiness card is in reverse. When it comes to getting balance, she might have felt stuck on making a decision or feeling like it was the right decision to trust going towards. She might have had a lot of passion in regard for that situation. Give me something about where she's going. She's going to make a decision to start moving forward towards new love or a new perspective when it comes to how she approaches love. I like that. I do like that. You have the Strength card after it with the Two of Swords, making the decision. Why did that come out? Six of Wands, wanting like the right outcome, wanting a happy outcome. The Victory card. Clarify the Six of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Putting in the work. Somebody's going to be willing to put in the work, whether it's you or them. So you specifically, what it's telling me, so far it's fire sign that could, or earth sign that you may deal with next. You got the Ten of Wands. The Moon is reversed. And then the Six of Pentacles. Wanting balance. The Ten of Cups is upright. King of Pentacles is reversed. The High Priestess is upright. The Ace of Swords, feeling at a distance. I don't know why, but that makes me feel like you feel like at a distance with trusting moving towards things right now. The King of Wands, the Six of Swords is reversed, and the King of Cups, emotionally wanting to move forward. The Lovers may not be that trustful with love or come off a little guarded towards it right now. Ugh. It's going to fucking make it harder for me to see this next person. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups is upright. So it's like you want love. You just don't see it in front of you is the message. You don't see the opportunity or the person or the choice. What? Queen of Cups. It's telling me you want love. Three of Wands, but you feel like it's not out there to come get you, to come, knocking on your door, to come pick me up. You know what I'm saying? Come on, I'm waiting for you to come pick me up. Let's go for the drive. Like, I don't feel like you see it like that. I don't understand why it came out like that, but the Knight of Swords, the Temperance card, Six of Cups, you don't seem like you're stuck on the things that you've already dealt with, though. The Four of Swords, I think you do think about your past relationships, so it does state that. The Knight of Swords and Temperance is, I feel like you've been easy with trying to entertain love situations or moving forward, whoever that's for. You've been taking kind of like I don't want to say you've been analyzing, but you've been okay with not worrying about moving forward, like at a super fast pace. Five of Cups is upright. The Page of Pentacles is upright. The Page of Swords is reversed. The Seven of Wands. And some of you is not knowing if things would change or actually fulfill your, basically, it's almost like if you didn't feel like there was enough nourishment in the relationship, why bother? Kind of energy is what I'm seeing for Taurus. The Emperor reversed, the Star card, the Seven of Cups is reversed, and the Nine of Cups. So emotionally, in the Ten of, you feel at a distance with seeing your opportunity is what it's telling me. A lot of you Tauruses may feel like I don't see the opportunity or I don't see anybody that makes sense to me right now. Holy shit. That's up to it. Take it if it resonates, all right? It may not resonate for all y'all. Some of you too, whoever you that could be trying to get your attention or you could have the potential to deal with, you're not sure if you want to deal with it right now. I'm picking up that energy for somebody who's already started. For somebody who's already started, you're very like, you kind of want to look over the fence and play ball, but you're not sure if you want to jump over that fucking fence. If you want to commit like 100%. It's almost like you don't know if it makes sense to you kind of energy. I don't know why I feel that way towards that, but that's what I'm getting. Here we go. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Taurus, their next person. Let's do this. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Taurus? I don't want to give you those two. For whatever reason, two's enough. Let's see what you get. Their next person. All right, Taurus, what do you got? Show me Taurus, the next person message. Holy shit, that was faster than I expected. It was, oh shit. Are you for real? Show me more before I say anything. Taurus and their next person. Okay. I do have good news, and this did want to come out in reverse, so we're gonna leave it like that. Show me more for Taurus and the next person. You're gonna know who this person is because they're gonna put a lot of work and effort into either showing you that they appreciate you for who you are, or they just, it's almost like if you were a wish fulfillment, that I almost get this energy where it's both of you don't see this coming. You give me this, I don't see this coming. They give me this, I didn't expect this energy. And I don't feel like they're stuck in suspense with where they've been. I really don't see them stuck in old energy. That is good. That is very good. I feel like they've kind of let go of that problem or that feeling or that mental attachment. With that Queen of Pentacles energy, I just feel like they feel sturdy. Clarify the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles for Taurus, please. They want to come in. They want to come in, or they're hoping that you work with them. They want to open up emotionally. They want a lot of passion and balance in this connection. Give me something else, Taurus. What's the message for Taurus, the next person? So you're gonna meet this person. You're definitely gonna meet this person, and I'm gonna tell you, it could definitely be an earth sign, fire sign. You keep getting earth and fire energy that wants to come out. Show me any sign that this could be for Taurus, their next person, whether it's earth or fire or another sign. Show me what you want me to show them. Some of you, the new beginning may be an air sign, could be an air sign. Definitely could be either a fire sign, earth sign, or an air sign. Some of you Tauruses don't trust an air sign, I need to say as well, or had problems with a fire sign. Some of you guys are going to be ready to commit to this opportunity because when things didn't work out in the past, I don't think you're letting that keep you down. You give me this, I'm not focused on where I've been. I'm moving into a different direction. Show me something for Taurus. You're going to start communicating. You're going to start communicating with somebody. Holy shit. And I said fire, air. Definitely said, excuse me, I said fire, air. There's fire. Well, there's water here. There's love here. There's air here. And here's the happy card. There's the fire and air. I don't have the earth yet, but let's see what we got. Show me something for Taurus, please. Oh, fuck. It could definitely be a fire or an air sign. that you have fire or air strong, a connection. I don't feel like either one of you are holding back either to where you've been. Absolutely not. Absolutely not holding back. It's like what's been done has been done, and I'm okay with it. I'm ready to take the move forward. I'm ready. It's like I'm ready to take that investment or leap forward. Show me something else for Taurus. And it also, this has nothing to do with the person that you're moving towards. This has to do with what you've decided. This part has to do with you've learned this message. These 4 cards tell me you're not going towards anything that didn't work out in the past. The Queen of Swords reversed, the Page of Pentacles, anything you tried to contribute energy towards that didn't create the stability or happiness in your life, you're not focused on. You give me this, I'm away from it kind of energy. I'm not focused on it. I don't give a fuck about it kind of energy. I'm not going to stress about it. Show me something for Taurus. Anything else? Show me something towards the next person, please. I feel like both of you have been waiting for, I don't know why I feel this energy for you, but I feel like both of you have been waiting for this energy to change for a long time, or to see something build that hasn't shown up for you for a while. I feel like that's what you guys will have, that if you talk about it, you'll know about it. I don't know how else to tell you. Like you've had a lot of endings when it comes to the relationship or building with somebody. And I feel like you got, that's the energy that I feel like if you guys communicate with it, you'll identify with that. I feel like you'll identify with that. I feel like that's the easiest way to say that. Show me something for Taurus. Next person. What is the message? Clarify the King of Cups upright. So one of you, this is weird. One of you may be feeling like, okay, that person I couldn't emotionally trust. I didn't know what they were doing. Mentally, it was just too much to fucking deal with. Well, I almost get like, while emotionally you're both trying to open up towards each other, the other person may feel like they just didn't know it. Wrong time, wrong place, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Or different. They were just too different. This gives me, we were just too different energy. That's somebody may tell you that, or you may tell them that. The fuck? What is this? Happiness in reverse. It's probably why it didn't work. And I do feel like it gets communicated. I do feel like you guys will need to communicate that, or will decide to. I don't feel like you have to, but I feel like you come to the conclusion, why not? Give me something else for Taurus, please. Anything else? Why is that card here? Okay, so some of you also, if you do end up with the opportunities in front of you, it's going to be a matter of, I always feel like saying, if you dealt with a fire sign and it didn't work out, it's almost like you're not moving towards that. I get like you won't move towards a fire sign where it didn't work out. But I also see the King of Pentacles in the Moon, you being very aware, you couldn't trust that situation, or you had to kind of see it for what it was, might have thought about it, recognized it didn't give me balance. I don't want to be stuck to it. It wasn't my celebration, and might have had to learn to trust that, and now open up to finding something different. I feel like you're going to start trusting, going towards. I feel like it's love, because I feel like you haven't moved in that direction. That's all it's really showing me. You've probably been focusing on yourself more than on love situations for the zodiac sign of Taurus, and I feel like you're going to align with somebody who, if you guys were to communicate, and I don't mean right away, I feel like it's weird. I feel like over time that happens. I don't feel like it's going to happen like immediately. It feels like that kind of wears in, like shoes wear in, whatever that's about. Show me something else for Taurus about the next person before I move on. We'll do one shuffle. Just one. Let's see if I can do anything else for Taurus. What do you want me to show Taurus about this next person? New beginning card. Why is this here? Why is this here for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Definitely could be, some of you, it could be an air sign, earth sign. What else is here? What else is here? Oh, my Lord. This one wanted to stand up. More earth energy. The world in reverse. The hangman in reverse. You definitely have maybe a Virgo for some of you. Some of you, it could be a Virgo. It could be an earth sign, air sign, fire sign is strong in your energy. It does look like it doesn't look bad. And I don't feel like you're taking the bad shit with you that you've already dealt with. I feel like the past is staying cut out. I don't feel like you're bringing that with you. The moon, and I think you know that. You're not going to let that be an issue. Why is the chariot here? This might make sense to you if you've been kind of emotionally at a distance with moving towards love situations. If you haven't been rushing towards them, I feel like you're going to learn to trust this energy and start to get serious. This just makes me feel like you're going to get serious with something you haven't invested in or felt at a distance from or left out in the cold kind of energy. The investment card's in reverse. Being at a distance with work towards discovering. It doesn't show me you're upset, but it shows me you haven't approached the person or found that person that gives you all that wish fulfillment in love that you would like to see balance. That's what I have for Taurus. All right, let's keep going. All right, we're going to move on to Gemini. Welcome in. If you like the content, remember to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you very much. All right, Gemini. Your next person. All right. What time is it? 47. I don't know. I'll say 48. Call it even 48. It's close enough. All right, Gemini. Here we go. I read your comment, Kelly. I appreciate the message. Thank you very much. What do we got for Gemini? Their next person. Oh, fuck, I'm feeling the prime. I got another one because I already drank that bitch too fast. It's like drinking sugar candy water. Holy shit. I don't know what the fuck sugar cane tastes like, but you might as well just dump a fucking half a box of sugar in that bitch because it is like that. God damn. I thought it was going to give me a heart attack the last time I drank it. On the live, I was like, God damn. I could feel something in my chest. I'm like, that ain't nobody else's energy. That's that bullshit. I don't play with it too much, but it is cheaper than Red Bull. And I do like the taste. The orange mango's fire. Here we go. Gemini. Oh, I thought that was the Lovers. No, the Emperor and Temperance. What'd you get, Gemini? I said 48. It's going to be 49. All right. 49. Gemini. Your next person. Let me move my asteroid. Just a message for Gemini. Their next person. Keep showing me the Temperance card and this card. I'm done. On each end. I'm giving it to you. It wants to be out. That was the third time it did it, so I'm going to trust it. The Emperor and Temperance. Somebody's unsure. Whether either the next person's going to be unsure, or you're unsure right now. It's how it's coming out. Hold on. And that's fire energy. Two of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to figure. I almost feel like somebody's trying to identify. You know, do I put the work towards it? What do I do here? Kind of energy, whether it's you or them. Let's see where we go with this. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody may feel like somebody wasn't putting in enough work. Show me more. Gemini. You feel, tell me I'm wrong. I dare you. I doubt I'm wrong on this. You feel like somebody wasn't putting in enough work. Eight of Pentacles. Could have been an earth sign or a fire sign or another air sign. This is what it tells me. You might have dealt with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But somebody felt like they weren't putting in enough work. The Empress reversed. They felt like emotionally they weren't getting the wish fulfillment they wanted, or discovering why, like what the attachment is in the relationship. Whether this is you or them, I feel like it's bringing in something you've already dealt with. I don't feel like this is that new person yet. We'll see if that can come out. Show me more. Gemini. Knight of Pentacles. Unsure about investing or moving or it's like, do I move towards this? Somebody wants this. Gemini wants a victory. It tells me Gemini wants a victory. She wants success with somebody. King of Pentacles energy. Definitely wants success, but might feel at a distance from getting what she wants. Why is that like that? Clarify the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Why is it? Oh, right over my left hand. I want to see what it is. Okay, so Gemini may have had the feelings or the thoughts. I feel like it's more or less emotional feelings that you may have felt like you didn't know if somebody was attached to somebody else emotionally. You come off like you didn't feel important enough. I'm going to say that again. You come off like you didn't feel important enough. Is that ringing home, Gemini? Because that's what your tarot is making me feel sitting here. I just don't feel emotionally important enough. Seven of Pentacles. I'm not the investment. Two of Cups in reverse. I'm not getting what I want here. Six of Cups. I feel alone. Eight of Cups. I almost like somebody may not have known if they should trust what they're investing in or what they're moving towards. They have a lot of passion for this situation, though. They want to play with it, it tells me. Balance. They're unsure. You have I'm unsure energy, whether it's the person you dealt with or it's your energy. Somebody's unsure if they think something's going to work out. You have is something going to work out, or is it a waste of my time energy? Am I going to get the happiness, the Sun card? Am I going to get everything I want? Or is it going to be something toxic that I need to move away from and go towards better changes? This is your reading. I feel like Gemini, I feel like you've already went through this bullshit. Here we go. Show me something for Gemini. There's somebody that's still emotionally available or attached to it. Could be you. The thing I have here, though, is the Three of Swords reversed and the Eight of Swords trying to let go or get over something. And I do feel like it's your energy. And for whatever strange reason, feeling, something with this tarot deck just triggered me like inside to, I'm going to eventually read this tarot deck with the Kipper deck. During your reading, Gemini, something made me feel like this tarot deck needs to be read with the Kipper deck. I don't know why, but I'm going to trust that feeling in the future. Queen of Swords energy. The Hangman, Page of Cups. So I feel emotionally you're wanting to expand or move to happiness on an emotional endeavor. The Nine of Swords, you feel like you've been at a distance with it, with that Nine of Swords energy in reverse, and the Five of Swords, like you've let it go. I've let this go energy. Four of Cups, I haven't been emotionally available, but I want to start opening up or speaking. King of Wands. I almost feel like you've been more investing in things that are secure around your energy versus relationships. And I feel like you're very aware of this because that's what the tarot is saying. We're going to pick this up and see if I can get your next person. I think this is just telling you a lot of what you've already dealt with. Let's keep seeing what we get. Welcome in. Remember to smash that like button. Thank you all for being here. Gemini, your next person. Holy shit, the card that came out could be a Leo, strength sign. First card out. Could be a Leo or Aries or Sagittarius. Could be a fire sign. Your next person. Definitely could be a fire sign, the Tower. Some of you want to see changes in a situation that you invest in. What is the Two of Wands here for? You have the Devil card wanted to come out badly. I didn't expect that. I was staring at it and it flipped out. Clarify these two for Gemini. What are you trying to say? Gemini wants to see action, solutions. Gemini has, I need solutions. I can't see anything bad happen right now because I want to move towards a situation. I have passion for a situation. I do feel like you're on the fence, though, with taking the risk. Eight of Cups, kind of in and out, not knowing if you want to move towards it or move away from it. Energy is what it's showing up for me. Queen of Wands is reversed, trying not to be stressed about past situations. Seven of Pentacles that you've already invested or had time with, that emotionally were attached to. You're not really focused on those things. I feel like you're more or less trying to balance out the happy outcome the happy outcome in your life. You give me, I want to be able to be in front of myself today, tomorrow, and in the future energy. Let's see what we get. Your next person. Show me Gemini's next person, please. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. An earth or a fire sign potentially for you, Gemini. Definitely an earth or fire sign. And I felt like I should have said that when I saw the devil upright. An earth or a fire sign. The Wheel of Fortune, more earth energy. The 3 of Wands is reversed. The Knight of Swords, the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups. Some of you Geminis are tired of not getting growth, communication, or forward movement in love. Your message is fucking simple. It's like Gemini's like, hello, I'm here. I have my cup. I'm ready. You give me this I'm ready energy. But where is it? Why is this card here? You may feel like you've been at a distance from it for a while now. A year or longer for some of you. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to tell you, your next person so far could be fire or earth. Anything else Gemini needs to see? 10 of Cups reversed. Why is the 10 of Cups reversed? The 2 of Pentacles. Show me what's going on. This is going to make sense to you. And listen to this shit. You have all, other than one card, it's all earth energy and one water energy. It's almost like you want things to balance out in love that didn't work out in the past. 8 of Pentacles is reversed. The Sun card came back out, but look who's beside the Sun card, the Devil card. I'm definitely sticking with, I feel like you're going to have opportunity with an earth or a fire sign. And I do feel like this is if you've been in separation or not in a relationship. I don't feel like you've been in a relationship or played with a relationship. Been physically available. 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. No, it tells me you've moved away from that and you've been more career focused. King of Pentacles. I'm done. King of Pentacles, and you don't try to stress about the emotional things that you kind of stand alone on. 9 of Wands. What? Give me more for Gemini. We're gonna move to the other deck in a second for you. You have I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm moving towards it or moving away from it energy on the table. Why is this the energy that's showing up for Gemini? I want to take the risk, it tells me, with the Fool card upright. I feel like it's what I should do, but then with the 9 of Pentacles, I don't know because it's in reverse. The 5 of Swords, I feel at a distance. It's in reverse. The 6 of Wands, I want a victory because So it's like Gemini is all about wanting love or being ready for love, and that's your card. You just feel so far away from getting what you want, getting the wish fulfillment emotionally. It's showing up. I feel like it's been something that you don't want to stress about at this time. Some of you made a decision not to let it be an issue or something that bothers you. It's what the tarot's telling me. With the Emperor reversed, the 6 of Swords upright, and Judgment reversed. But it is something I do feel like Star card you want to manifest. You have the Star card and King of Pentacles. It's almost like you want it all. And you know that you want it all kind of energy. Some of you are definitely feeling out in the cold when it comes to love. The Five of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're trying to invest in the ability or the ideas that have high regard or concern outside of love. I feel like this has been your strength for a while. Change is also another strength. Queen of Wands, not being stressed out. Ace of Wands, going after passion. Two of Cups, Two of Swords, wanting to make a decision to move away from situations. 10 of Pentacles that you may have invested in, or 3 of Pentacles that you wanted growth with. 5 of Wands that there was a lot of conflict with. 8 of Cups, you may feel emotionally at a distance or unsure of if you should move towards it and just give energy and emotional connection to yourself for a while. This is what it's telling me. Almost feel like you're not sure if it's something you should be Page of Pentacles reversed, something you should be working with. Queen of Swords, 3 of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Moon, and the King of Cups. Some of you are back and forth. You have I don't know, I want to go after my best option reading. This is crazy, but you give me, it's got to be my best option. And I feel like you've told yourself that. Whatever, Gemini. We're going to move to the other tarot and see what we get, all right? I feel like yours is a little extended, by the way. Started at 49 minutes. We're already at 101. Here we go. But I always skip you, so why not? Not intentionally. Definitely not intentionally. Here we go, Gemini. What's the message for Gemini? The next person. What's the message for the zodiac sign? Gemini. The next person. Just keep them there. 2 is enough. What do you got for Gemini? What's the message? This is weird. The next person can't make you feel outed or alone. This is going to be huge for you. They can't make you feel outed or alone or like it's a battle that just isn't giving any balance. Whatever the new beginning, wherever that new beginning's heading, go to the bottom for 4. Communication and growth. Ace of Pentacles. Clarify the 5. Gemini. I feel like some of you're going to go towards a situation. As long as you're willing to, it's almost like if you trust, something about if you trust opening up or the actions involved, you'll go towards it. Clarify the Magician, though. The Magician and the 5 of Swords. Clarify those 2. And then that Knight of Pentacles. What's the message for Gemini with those 3? Clarify whatever you want to say off those 3 tarot cards. I'm not picking it. It's got to jump. Got 2. Got second. Definitely could be. I'm done. It definitely could be a fire sign that you end up moving towards. You've been on the fence, or you may be unsure of, or you may not know about it yet. Could be an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Lovers, you just showed up. In reverse, though. It's just telling me a lot of you have wanted to have an opportunity or a wish fulfillment show up that hasn't built yet. The Lovers is reversed with building. Emotionally, when it comes to investing, it's almost like offers haven't excited you or have not drawn a lot of passion or the power of change. It's not at your door yet. Excuse me. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Gemini. Show me something else. Next person. Some of you guys, I don't know who this is for. I'm going to say what I'm feeling. Some of you guys may have had the opportunity to get close to communicate with a water sign or a fire sign. Water prominent, definitely water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't feel like that worked out and you moved away from it. You're going to move to other social opportunities. I asked, did it work out with the water sign? That's, to me, in reverse, is a no. I feel like when it came to trust, you thought about going towards it, but you didn't trust the outcome of it not working out. I think if it ended, you kind of just let it be what it was going to be. Let it become part of your past. You became aware it wasn't for you. It wasn't going to be the happiness you were looking for. You may have felt impatience or had impatience with finding what you were looking for, and that might have been your problem, or that might have been what intrigued you about the water sign. But emotionally, I don't think it was the fulfillment you were looking for. It felt more of like something to do, something to deal with at the time, something to feel a part of while you weren't getting what you wanted. Whether this has something to do with work or not trusting a situation around you that felt like it was going to bring in the stability you were looking for. At this point, I feel like you're trying to make sure I almost feel like you're trying to stay in a high vibration energy and not be upset about situations or feel like things are going to upset you. You give me this I'll look away energy. If it upsets me, I'll look away or I won't give it any investment. The Star card, Ace of Cups. It's almost like I can't be focused on things that don't show up for me the way I want them to energy. Hold up. Communication. Love. It has a lot to do with you going back and forth with what you want, how you feel towards love situations. Sometimes it stresses you out or keeps you up at night. I almost feel like it's the direction. What direction to head in, whatever that is. Strength card. 3 of Hearts. It's about knowing what option to take or which, like, who am I supposed to choose or who's really going to choose me for me kind of energy. And I feel like you view this or think about this all the time. And you're trying to learn how to trust this to provide the best happiness in a love situation. This is what I feel like you want to see move forward. This is where I feel like you felt stuck. This is what I see for Gemini. All right, here we go. We're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer's going to be around, I don't know, call it 109. Cancer. 109. All right. Take all that, pretty much. Yeah, I'll move that out of the way. Cancer. Welcome in, Greed-Eyed Virgo, random friends, Lady Leo, spiritual. What's up? Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Laura. Thank you for the spot on message in the live. Appreciate it. Cancer. Your next person. I feel like I'm going to enjoy this one. I don't know why. I hope it's good. Here we go. Cancer. What's the message for Cancer? What do they need to see about their next person? Cancer. Oh, this is a good message. Let's see what you got. 4 of Swords. Reversed. Definitely. I don't want to hear it in the comment section. Fuck that. I don't like air signs. It can't be an air sign. It's got to be another water sign, fire sign, earth sign. I don't want to hear that shit. Because what's coming out is it could be an air sign for you. It could be, and for some of you, you may not have thought you'd be interested. I picked that up on your energy. Like, you don't want to deal with an air sign. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like Cancer is like not about the air sign. Whatever. But, hey, whatever. 3 of Wands reversed. 9 of Cups upright. The Chariot reversed. Why? Cancer, what's going on? Temperance and change. Some of you, it's about inviting a different, trying new things, trying on the new person, the new sign. Even if in the past you've had problems, especially with like an air sign. I don't feel like Ace of Swords, that's supposed to put you in a position where you're supposed to deny opportunity in love investments. I don't feel like you're supposed to. You might have felt like you've learned or experienced a situation there, but I feel like you're supposed to keep that in the past. What may not have manifested the way you wanted to, something like that. I feel like you should just stick with that decision, because I do feel like you have a prominent. What do you got here? The High Priestess is reversed. The Devil's reversed. 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups upright, and the Death card. 2 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands is reversed. Got a lot of reversed energy here. Okay, so it's telling me it's an air sign or an earth sign for you. Your next person's probably an air sign or an earth. I'm gonna level it with you. You're gonna end up dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or it'll be available to you. Definitely could be an earth sign, by the way. Fuck, here's air again. That's the energy I'm feeling heavily for you. Why do I get the energy on you, Cancer, where you're like, it can't be an air sign. I don't want to have to deal with somebody where I'm like, did you take your medication, bitch? I get that energy about Cancer. Like, they're just not feeling that, like, air energy. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Here we go. Strength card. Some of you may have dealt with a Leo. Some of you may have had a hard time trusting a Leo, or felt like there was a false commitment energy to a Leo. Here we go. The Fool. Why is the Fool card here? Cancer. 5 of Pentacles. You might have felt I'm going to tell you, you feel like there's a past energy. Definitely fire sign. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Prominent Leo energy here. Maybe for some of you in Aries, because I almost said it. But I feel like whatever that was, whatever had happened, you didn't trust it. 7 of Swords energy. You didn't trust the situation at all. 4 of Pentacles. You probably focused on yourself. Let go of that situation. You definitely focused on yourself, is what the tarot is telling me, because you went from the 4 of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. Like that became what you needed to do, which you needed to invest in and trust. 6 of Pentacles. It's probably what you felt like was going to balance out. What's going on with this Queen of Cups? Clarify the Queen of Cups for Cancer. Knight of Cups. You have the Queen and the Knight of Cups. So emotionally, what's going on here? Oh. 8 of Wands. You definitely, some of you had to get away from a fire sign. It's telling me you had to get away from a fire sign, but it's also telling me that you may move towards some of you are going to move towards an air sign, earth sign, or another water sign. 3 of Swords. I don't feel like you're stuck, like being hurt anymore. This just makes me feel like the outcome, the judgment of a man. I'm going to tell you, with the Empress and the Emperor together in reverse, the experience or the investment that didn't work out. That's the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. What didn't work out, I don't feel like you're stuck on that shit anymore at all. It's the furthest thing from your mind. You've accepted the World card in reverse, the ending. The 10 of Pentacles is reversed. It's not something you don't communicate to them. You don't talk to them. You don't even feel for them kind of energy. You're more kind of curious about where you're going with the 6 of Wands energy and what's going to make you feel good with that Ace of Wands. What's going to be passionately brought to you energy. Show me something for Cancer, please. Next person. I definitely feel like you got away from a fire or a water sign for some of you. 8 of Swords. You don't move towards them. You don't speak to them kind of energy. King of Cups. Where are you emotionally? You're trying to make decisions on if I should entertain emotional support or connection right now. That's what the tarot is telling me. 4 of Wands is I want it, and I know with the Moon card in reverse, I know that I want this, but do I invest in this? Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're not trying to be stressed about making that decision. 2 of Wands. I feel like you're going to have to come up with an answer and make a decision with that 2 of Wands. Show me something else for Cancer, please. Just tells me you've probably been very patient with moving forward in relationships. I've been very patient, or I haven't really let it be the main cause and effect for me. It hasn't been. At one time, I get that it was on your mind, and then eventually you let it fade, and it couldn't stress you out anymore because it was the furthest thing to your mindset. The Tower. The Ace of Swords reversed. the Eight of Cups. And the love, you were not focused on love. Some of you let it go completely is what it's telling me. You cut away from it. The Eight of Cups, you didn't move towards it. And the next card that came out was love. Clarify the lovers going forward. Cancer. Ooh, came flying out. What do you got? It just tells me that there wasn't an investment that really you chased after or chased after you, or that you may have played with. Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. Somebody went quiet. I feel like either you went quiet or the person you dealt with went quiet. Somebody went quiet, though. What's the Star card all about? To the bottom. Some of you trusted that things weren't going to happen or work out in your favor on an emotional connection or experience, and you kind of just rode with that wheel card in reverse. You kind of were just like, it is what it is kind of energy. Death card reversed, Two of Pentacles, Page of Swords. And I get the energy where you kind of didn't want it to bother you. You just released it. I had to release this energy. Couldn't focus on it. I need to focus on my worth kind of. You're definitely King of Pentacles. I want to focus on my worth kind of energy for you, Cancer. Let's see if I can get your next. Let's see if I can get anything else out of the other tarot for you. Let's see what we get for Cancer. You give me like I want something in my life, but I don't know if I want to pursue all that work and effort, energy. That's how your reading came across towards me. Like, do I really want to put the time and effort into all that? Is it going to make sense? Is it going to make me feel something I've already tolerated or dealt with? And it's like, no matter how different each experience was, it's like if they have anything that it's like something you've been through, do I really want to go through it again? That's how your reading kind of sits with me. Let's keep moving. Here we go. Let's do it. Cancer. Fire's the first card out, and it is the Seven of Wands. Hold on. I'm going to draw off my table because that is starting to sweat. There we go. There we go. What do we got for Cancer? Next person for Cancer. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? I'm going to shuffle your cards on the table in a minute. I'll wait till some are all out. Ooh, you got a lot of... I feel backed off energy. I feel like you've backed off from going forward or manifesting towards, I don't want to say love for whatever reason, or victories towards love. Temperance, kind of been on the reserve energy, been aware of this, not moved towards relationships, emotionally wanted the fulfillment, but been at a distance with it and allowed that outcome or judgment, not really moved. I don't get like you've moved towards it. I get you just had thought about it. Show me something for Cancer. Now we shuffle. Let's do this. Cancer signs. Their next person. Cancer signs. Next person. I don't know if that burned out. Almost. Your next person, Cancer. What do we got for you? What's going to come out for you? Let's go. See what you get. Cancer's next person. What's the message? I saw your card upright. Ace of Cups. Holy shit. A strong wish fulfillment. That's a good happiness card. But let's see where that goes. Show me something with that Ace of Cups upright. Zodiac sign of Cancer. Their next person. Your next person could either be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Definitely could be give me another card. One more card. Okay. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. The card that didn't want to go in is the Hierophant. So you may deal with a water, fire, or earth sign next. You have options. Because now you have every element on the table. Now you got fucking air. And I think I told you it could be air. Clarify who this could be for the zodiac sign of Cancer. What sign is moving towards them? maybe a fire sign. It tells me fire sign, more fire or air sign for Cancer. Some of you didn't trust an air sign or let go of the feeling of feeling happiness with a fire or an air sign as well, whoever that's for. When it came to that celebration, you had to walk away. You didn't feel like they truly loved you or were being. You may have felt like they were giving you the run. They were giving me the runaround, and they weren't emotionally supportive, and they weren't making me fucking happy. And I think you recognized it for what it was, whoever you dealt with. Let's go, Cancer. Oh my God. Really? Hold up, everybody. I gotta get these. These slid under my stand. It just makes me feel like you have not really focused on investment. And I'm not saying you haven't invested in situations around yourself or around like things you want to do. I feel like that's what you have focused on. It just feels like when it comes to love situations, it hasn't been the burden you wanted to pursue or deal with at this time. That 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It hasn't been what you wanted to put work towards for a while. You've been at a distance, I feel like, with communication. You've kind of let it, you give me this, I've let it go. The Queen of Wands, I've wanted to be able to have it available towards me or look for it or for it to come find me. But I haven't really, made the moves or pursued it. First card. Some of you may have felt like you were at a distance with going towards it or getting balance with it or playing with it. It's almost like you didn't see something to make sense to go towards it enough to want to go towards it kind of energy to work with it. Yeah, it doesn't say that you let it upset you. Maybe in the past, but not in the now, and probably not in the future for a while. Death card. You have a lot of trust with letting things just change. But emotionally, you're not sure if you want to start over. Emotionally, you're very unsure if you want to put the work back into it, is what it tells me. Why? Because you don't want to stress, because you're very independent. You like your independence. You like your own time. Something about liking your own time or knowing you need to invest more, put more of the energy in the pot for you. Something like that. Anything else for Cancer? What's the message? Anything else for Cancer? So you haven't worked with people or situations, or if something about if you had opportunity with a sign, or you saw somebody was of interest, you weren't interested, is what it didn't work for you, or you didn't trust you did not trust it. You didn't trust it, so you didn't communicate with it, and you didn't want to be stuck in your head about it, so you focused on your own stability, your own forward actions. This is what it's telling me for Cancer. And that's you on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're aware of this, that emotionally you were resisting exploring options or even chasing or letting somebody chase you. For some of you kind of held off, is what it says. I just feel like saying it's like you didn't see the silver lining behind a situation making sense, or even feeling like it was worth your time. Something about it wasn't worth your time or energy or the experience. It didn't give you those butterflies you may have once had previously. Something like that. And you feel very like acknowledged and accepted with that energy. Me sitting here, I feel like no matter what somebody says to you, it wouldn't matter. It would be how you feel. And there was nothing. It's like you can't shake a tree and get the leaves to fall if they're green. And your leaves are very green. That's a different way to say it, but that's how I'm feeling about it. We're going to move on to Leo. All right. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Leo? Drink a little bit of prime. Here we go. I do too. I actually don't know where that came from. And I'm not going to go in my backyard and shake no fucking trees. So here we go. Here we go. My luck, a fucking acorn that hit me in the fucking head. I feel like a bee stung me. I'd get hit with like the tip, be like, oh, you bitch. All right, here we go. or a branch. Here we go. Let's go. Leo. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Leo? What do you want Leo to see about their next person? What does Leo need to see about the next person? What is the message for Leo? Okay. Some of you may have had a falling out with an earth sign or a situation or just an ending. 6 of Cups reversed. The Queen of Wands is upright. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Some of you, a situation may have tested your patience. I'm going to put it out there. A situation may have tested Leo's patience. The 8 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the 6 of Cups. Somebody wasn't feeling like they were getting the investment or the return. What the fuck? Somebody felt like, I almost feel like somebody felt like they were, somebody wasn't moving forward towards them or opening up enough towards them. You may have felt a little discouraged, or they felt that way towards you, but it feels like it's coming, like you may have felt discouraged with seeing growth on a wish fulfillment. I've got to put it the way I see it. Thank you for the super chat, Tracy. Keep going. Leo. Oh, shit. What do we got? All these didn't want to go in. You're getting them. The Magician. Somebody didn't trust going towards the situation. Whether it was you, Leo, that's double fire energy. No, excuse me. That's Gemini energy. That's fire energy. Somebody didn't trust building in a situation. Ace of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Swords. It's fire, earth, or air energy. 4 of Swords reversed. 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups. A love situation. Somebody was focusing on all the problems. That's what it's telling me. Show me something else. 5 of Swords to the Hierophant. They didn't see things balancing out. 4 of Wands. They didn't see, they almost, communication was shit. The 4 of Wands, they may not have spent enough time together. Something about they didn't put enough emotional effort into a situation. Why is the Emperor here in reverse and 2 of Pentacles? Somebody feels like, so either you emotionally withdrew or you felt like they did this to you. I'm going to tell you, you might have felt like they did this to you. I'm going to just tell you what I'm getting. You feel like they emotionally withdrew from you. You felt like you didn't want to feel stuck in an energy, attached to an energy that would make you feel withdrawn from. The wheel is reversed. I feel like when this happened, it made you feel like nothing's going to change or nothing's going to move forward. 6 of Swords to the 9 of Cups. So emotionally, you may have seen something not working out. 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. It may have made you feel like I just need to find a new beginning or start again. Show me something else for Leo. Queen of Pentacles reversed. 8 of Cups and the Sun card. Why is the Sun card here? Ace of Swords. Somebody felt like they weren't getting truth and clarity, or the time and the effort wasn't available, and it was towards a love situation. Some of you, it's a matter of not finding somebody to fall head over heels for, whether you found it or they found it with you. It's more or less not seeing it happen. It's wanting to dance with happiness, wanting to see action. But two of Wands with the 8 of Wands, not seeing the action take place, transpire, shift, come towards you, or you go towards it kind of energy. Something like that. Show me something else. Page of Cups. Somebody felt emotionally at a distance. Somebody didn't want to stress about how they felt. King of Swords. There was a huge break in communication. This reading will make sense to you if whoever you dealt with, they didn't communicate with you very well, or you didn't communicate very well with them. 3 of Pentacles. It's in reverse. So everything kind of just, the shit hit the fan kind of energy. 8 of Swords. Somebody may have felt confused emotionally if they want to even go towards this or see this as the correct victory. This may have been, it's almost like a seesaw energy. It may have been back and forth on if I can trust this investment or if this investment's right for me. That's what I'm seeing here. That's why the communication fell apart. That's exactly why 10 of Wands, why it went to shit, shambles, whatever. It felt disregarded. 5 of Pentacles, somebody felt alone. 5 of Cups, emotionally, somebody didn't see the growth or want to trust moving forward. Why is the Strength card in reverse? Because somebody wants change. Somebody wants change and balance. 7 of Pentacles with the Moon to the King of Pentacles. Somebody's going to put a lot of work and effort, but I also feel like what's going to happen? Things have to become passionate, and things can't be emotionally at a distance, or make they can't be at emotional distance. They can't make you feel like when it comes to judgment, like you don't matter, whether it's them or you. Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Hangman, and the Fool. Somebody feels a little bit like they've held back with going towards the next person. Some of you, it's you, Leo. I'm gonna straight up. Some of you, it's you, and I feel like that's on the ladies' end. Like they haven't really. It hasn't been. It doesn't mean it's not in your wish fulfillment or your high hopes, but it doesn't feel like you've tried to put a strategy together to find that person. You give me everything feels dull at this time. Energy. I don't know. Whatever. Let's see what's going on here. 2 of Wands. With love. I'm done. With love situations, or maybe 8 of Wands, or putting the effort and the foot forward with it. You feel at a distance with it, not moving towards it. 7 of Wands, knowing about it. 9 of Cups, emotionally. 8 of Cups, not feeling emotionally attached to it, or like it's attached to you right now. I feel like you're trying to shift out of this, though. Chariot. 9 of Wands. King of Swords. Some of you will build communication or start speaking to somebody soon. Could be an air or fire sign, by the way. Leo, you're going to end up talking most likely to an air or a fire sign if you're not already. Here we go. Let's keep going. Give Leo a little bit more. Let's see what we get for Leo. Leo. Show me something for Leo. Your card, Queen of Wands. What's here for Leo? The Emperor. In reverse. Why is the Emperor in reverse for Leo? Why is the Emperor in reverse for Leo? To change. So you have change. The Emperor's reverse. What's after that? Leo needs excitement. I almost get this energy where Leo wants to be themselves. They want that experience, but they don't feel like that offer has changed or shown up. It hasn't played with them. They may not have trusted the situation, or they may feel like it hasn't been an option that they would want to go towards. It's definitely trust. Something about trusting it. Move towards potentially with a Wheel of Fortune here. I don't feel like you want to be upset. I feel like you aim for balance, but you're at a distance with getting the communication or the option of like the offer. I don't feel like it's going to stay like that. I feel like you just got to stay strong and get ready to open up to something you may have been at a distance with. I feel like you've been very silently aware that you've put patience or the brakes on love. Leo, you put the brakes on love is what it's telling me. Love committed energy. You've cut away from it. Ace of Swords reversed. You haven't moved towards it. You've cut away from it. I'm done. Look at this. This isn't somebody moving towards it. This is somebody that hasn't been moving towards love, or may have felt that way. That's how love was treating them. May have looked at love situations like that. May have outgrown situations or felt like they couldn't trust those situations around them. Lack of passion, lack of wanting to move towards it. Leo, this is where you've been, and emotionally, I don't think you've liked it. I honestly don't think you've cared to be in it, feel this energy, or have to trust that, because you don't want to be upset. You don't want to see things not work out with love. Leos are knowing what they want, but haven't getting the offers or feeling like the offers want them, is what it's telling me. I feel like they want that investment. They're tired of everything from the past that they put in time and effort in to invest in, because they want that new beginning. Thank you for the super chat, Deb. Anything else for Leo? Chariot keeps showing its face to me. What do you got? Some of you guys had to move away from a home, or a home got broken up. There was a separation. There may have been children involved. Shit. You may have felt at a distance from it for a while now. Those wands make me feel like this has been a couple of years, maybe 3 or 4 years, if not longer, maybe times 2, could be 6 to 8 years, whatever. The moon, you're aware that decisions have to be worked on that haven't been, that you haven't fought for or haven't emotionally, there's the Chariot, moved towards. I was waiting for that card. Didn't know it was going to show up that quick. I feel like your big expansion is moving in a direction where you start opening up with communication towards a situation that you want. You're going to have to speak about what you want. You know what I mean? If you want balance with it, you're going to have to put the work into getting that balance. It isn't going to just discover. It's not going. You're not going to find a victory on a situation or move towards a victory or a judgment if you don't go looking for it. So why is that here? It's telling me Leo's let go of a water sign, or a fire sign let go of a water sign. This is probably a very specific part of the reading, or just detached from feeling like they're going to be available if they're treated like an option. Leos are like, no, bitch, treat me like an option. You become part of my past. And it doesn't take much thought for me to know that, or to get stuck in that feeling. If it doesn't feel like it's true or isn't bringing in balance, it's okay. You know, I'll focus on what can and what actions that will make sense for the stability of the situation. Go to the bottom. Some of you had a feeling where you may have even felt like options didn't impress you. You give me options weren't impressing me energy. I didn't care about options. I just cared about where I'm going, how I can go. And I don't want to focus on any of the stresses of like day in, day out energy. This is what I see for Leo. Let's keep going. Virgo. Come in, everybody. I'm going to tell you, look out for the fire sign, Leo, before we do Virgo. Look out for the fire sign, air sign, or earth sign. I think it was fire, air, or earth for you. There was a lot of fire and air, but it could be fire, air, or earth sign. All right. Virgo. Okay. What do we got for Virgo? Virgo's message. Six of Swords. Somebody's hung up on an air sign, whether it's you or them. What the fuck? Five of Swords now. It was the 6 to the 5. Somebody's stuck on an air sign. So could have an air energy. Let's see what happens. Virgo's energy. Next person. 4 of Cups is reversed with the Page of Cups. Why? Somebody gives me I had to let go, and I feel like you had to let go of an air sign or a fire sign. There's no air on the table, but with what I just saw, I feel like somebody cut free of an air energy for Virgo, or they had to cut away from a fire sign that they wanted to see growth with, the 8 of Wands. Holy shit, the next sign is air. Maybe it was a Libra. Some of you could have been a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could have been an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I feel like emotionally you had to release this energy of this person. The only other sign that it could have been that I'm not grabbing is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio so far. You had to cut free of this shit. 8 of Swords. You couldn't let it upset you anymore. This love situation. You had to let it go. You made the decision, it tells me. You made the decision. Page of Swords. When it came to getting communication or emotional support, what happened? When it came to expansion and growth, 4 of Swords, I feel like you were thinking about it, but they hurt you too much. The situation may have hurt you too much. Somebody got hurt a little more than they wanted it to admit. Okay, let's see where this goes. Oh wow, that flipped out like nobody's business. I feel like you saw it. I feel like you saw the bullshit. This just makes me feel like your eyes were wide open to the situation. And it definitely could have been an air sign, maybe another earth sign. Whoever it was Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you decided to focus on yourself or your money. You started to be like basically not let that be a problem. You give me like, no, I'm going to focus on career matters. Some of you career or health matters over love. Here we go. Or taking care of kids. I'm picking up too. And you know what's funny? You just came flying out, as I said, taking care of kids. Maybe some of you were taking care of family versus worrying about going towards a love situation. 10 of Swords or the new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you were structuring life all over. You have this, I had to rebuild myself up from the ground, from scratch energy. 9 of Swords. I couldn't be bothered with situations or have patience towards putting work and effort towards things that didn't work out or that made me feel like an option or played with me or were unhealthy or treated me like shit energy. I had to say, Ace of Wands, I'm not going to be intrigued by that energy. Why is the 10 of Cups here? Clarify that. Virgo. Why is the 10 of Cups here? Show me what's up for Virgo. The Magician. And you definitely have either, I feel like you have a water sign, air sign potential, Virgo. Water sign, air sign, or another earth sign for the next love connection. The next investment, hell yeah, is going to be water, air, or earth for you. Some of you guys haven't even put the work and effort into the passions or the excitements of the changes of going towards love. You've kind of let it go or just let it be what it is what the tarot is telling me. You've just let it go. 5 of Pentacles, you've put it down. It hasn't been you focused on other wish fulfillments or other things you could manifest on your own. Queen of Wands, it's like you didn't want to stress about what? Ace of Cups reversed, love. 3 of Wands, you became at a distance with it, and you know that. You felt like you outgrew situations that were problematic. 5 of Swords energy. 6 of Cups, you didn't want to dwell in energy that wasn't balancing out, Virgo, is what it's telling me. The Sun, you do want happiness, but you haven't made risks or taken time to work with risks or forward movement or trust them. 10 of Wands, you're not upset, but you do feel at a distance with the 7 of Swords energy, trusting the victory that you can have. Wait a second. The balance you can have. You're aware you would like communication, it tells me, with the Queen of Swords upright, and the investment. This tells me you're aware of what you know what you want. You just haven't put your foot forward and went after it. There have been other obligations or other things in life, priorities, if not obligations, priorities that are meaningful to Virgo that they focused on. It's almost like Virgo decided relationships can I'm gonna put that bitch on the shelf for a while, and I know what I'm doing kind of energy. The wheels here. And the 8 of Cups, you let go. You didn't. Virgo wasn't about to chase a situation that wasn't showing up for them, that wasn't fighting for them. With the 5 of Wands energy in reverse, I feel like emotionally you felt like it wasn't putting work and effort towards you. 7 of Wands, it didn't feel like it was playing with you, so you probably said it's got to go, or I'm not taking action towards it. What's the last 2 cards? Emotionally, what's going on? 9 of Wands, you've been on your own. You've been it's almost like Virgo hasn't. I've had to accept things for what they are and focus on other genres or areas of my life over what could be. Doesn't mean you don't think about what you would want towards love. It just means it hasn't been something that's kind of been a problem for you when it comes to your thinking towards it, maybe even your feelings. I feel like it's more like when you think about it, you emotionally shut it down. You give me this, I shut it down energy. I don't want to move towards it. I don't want it to move towards me. I don't want to focus on it right now energy. Some of you, it's about, I don't feel like I have the energy or the time to do that right now. Like you give me this, I'm motivated or in other direction. I'm not looking at it for what it could be as much as I'd like to. And every time I do look at it for what it could be, I shut it down. I stop trying to remember where I was or what I had, or I remember the bad and then I try to let it go again. Whatever the fuck that's about. Holy shit. All right. More for Virgo. Here we go. What do we got for the zodiac? What do we got for the zodiac sign of Virgo? Some of you, let's see what we get. of you don't trust an air sign. I'm going to say it. Some of you didn't trust an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo. It's fucking, I can't shake that energy. Some of you didn't trust that fucking person. Definitely, look at this shit. It could have been an Aries, could have been a Leo, could have been a Sagittarius, could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Split the fucking deck in half. Here we go. Let's do it. I don't know what that's all about. Whatever. Here we go. Show me something for Virgo, the next person. It ain't gonna be where you been. It ain't gonna be where you been. Look at this shit. Look at the fire and air energy. So if it was a fire or an air sign, like I just said, it ain't gonna be that. That ain't gonna be the celebration you play with. That ain't gonna be what you fight for. Hell to the no. That ain't gonna make you happy, and you know that. You ain't gonna take that fucking bullshit offer. You've already invested in that, and you're looking for that brand new, exciting offer. You want passion, and you want them to create it with you. That's brand new beginning and happiness. That's something. That's like a totally new wish fulfillment. Here we go. Show me something for Virgo. What is the message for Virgo and the next person? You are looking to see where it goes from here. This gives me I'm looking to see what can happen. I've been patient with situations that I emotionally want to play with or invest in. I was hurt at one time, but I don't focus on that. Like I've already told you, it's not your focus because you've cut that out of your life. You stopped worrying about that. It's very healthy. That's very smart. That's very healthy energy. Show me something for Virgo about this next person. What is the sign potential? See what you get. Could be another earth sign. Definitely could be an earth sign if they don't bring any shitty baggage energy with them. Could be definitely another Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. 3 earth cards, or maybe a fire sign. You're getting a lot of earth energy, and I feel like that came out in the beginning of the other cards, or maybe that was for somebody else. Could have been for Taurus. Maybe you got a Taurus coming towards you. Some of you guys have been away from even opening up or expanding towards love for a while, and you're aware of it. That's all this is telling me. That hasn't been what's been the fulfillment or been the motivation, the focus. You've left that out in the cold for a while. That was the judgment or outcome. You decided not to put the work and effort towards it. You let it go. You focused on other victories, and that's what's made more sense to you right now, or for quite some time. Here we go. Show me something for Virgo. It's telling me you didn't want to work with a situation that wasn't communicating or emotionally available, or somebody wouldn't speak up. When problems got hard, Virgo recognized they couldn't trust it, or they weren't getting the balance, probably the communication with this person. So they just had to let it be what it was. It became at a distance. It made you feel like you had to focus on work and just let go. I had to let go. I couldn't play with a situation that wasn't fucking communicating with me, and I got tired of the arguments, the fights, the disputes. Every time we fought, it was more unhealthy than healthy. And you became aware that this emotionally isn't what I want. This isn't bringing balance or happiness to me. This isn't how we're supposed to get along. I'm not supposed to be upset, and neither are you. So now you went after thinking about what you can manifest towards. And I don't feel like you're carrying the past with you, which is good. This makes me feel like you just learned that you couldn't trust a partner in the past. This is probably for a woman who couldn't trust a man, who had to open their heart to all the things that hurt them and put a lot of work and effort towards themselves, and not stress about where they've been, and become emotionally available and ready when they're ready. Some of you, I'm just almost there, but I'm not ready. Look at this. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. Holy shit, I didn't think the Fool was going to be the next card. You're getting there. You're almost there. So whatever didn't work out, you're getting ready to be able to accept that offer again, because you want to take the action. You're basically like, yeah, I'm about to get on that motherfucking horse again kind of energy. Virgo, I feel like you're just, I feel like time's coming up for you, and you just got to trust that matter, and that the investments that come towards you or you move towards. I feel like that's going to be the key to your success. It's telling me you might have been a little stressed about that love situation, or the lack of being able to emotionally open up or build in that direction. And it may have stopped you from wanting to even look at options, is what it tells me. That's what I see for Virgo. You become so, I don't want to say dissatisfied, but somebody made you disinterested. And I feel like you even felt disinterested to an extent where it made sense to not do it. To identify with, you know, I have so many other things in front of me I could focus on or pay attention to. Give me anything else for Virgo. I want to move on to Libra, but you're all about what you can put work and effort into, and you've made that decision. I don't know, and I feel like you've looked at that for what it is. Things that didn't work out or you couldn't trust, you decided not to let it keep you stuck. The Chariot and the Hermit, that's your card. You were like, if it was trying to keep me stuck, I'll end that shit. I'm not going to be fooled by something that comes towards me, but there's no victory. I'll embrace myself, and I'll wait for the power of change to come towards me or for me to move towards it. I let go of focusing on the things that didn't work out. And I put a lot of focus and effort into letting go and knowing one day, maybe if I'm patient, I can find what I'm looking for. But I haven't committed to moving in that direction yet. But I do want the passion, and I do want it to happen. But as far as effort, I don't find you've met this person yet. Something about you haven't met this new beginning hasn't come towards you, or you haven't rushed towards it, Virgo. That's what I see for Virgo. Okay, let's keep going. Libra. I'm not gonna lie, the fucking prime's got me a little bit jittery. All right. And I feel like the sugar's stuck in my cheeks. Who are we on? Libra? Libra 152. 152.35. All right. What do we got for Libra? Let's see what we get for Libra. I'm going to run out of my fucking powerful juice. Shit. I drank too much too fast. It's all good. Your next person. Libra. Let's see what you get. I said 150, what? 235. And it's about right. Let's see what we get for Libra. Oh, shit. I dropped my cigarettes. Let's see what Libra gets. What's the message for Libra? Holy shit, that was fast. Libra, it might be a water sign. Could be a Cancer. Could definitely be a water sign. Your next energy. Oh, shit, yeah. It could definitely be a water sign. Some of you, the Chariot, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, all upright. Your next love relationship could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. One of the 3. Strong potential there. Show me something for Libra. Knight of Swords. Clarify why that's here. Libra. High Priestess. It's going to take a lot of trusting that I feel like trusting the forward momentum or growth. Somebody's got to really trust it, whether it's you or them. You start with that Chariot energy. You go from that to the 2 of Cups, right to the 10 of Cups. Head over heels, can't get enough of each other kind of energy, especially emotionally. But is somebody going to want to take action and trust the action? Because it's almost as if there's an unsure energy on the table, and it is saying that it might be Libra. The way I read it, saying it could be you that's unsure about going forward in that direction. What's crazy about that is the 8 of Wands is reversed on the bottom of the deck. Are you unsure? I feel like your heart's going to want it. I feel like you're going to be the one that needs to make the moves or invest in something. Especially something about if you King of Wands reversed, if you've been at a distance, or 9 of Swords, you've secluded yourself from relationships. If you've just not focused on them, Queen of Swords, it's about your action now. It's about you putting your foot down and moving towards it or allowing it to move towards you. For Libra. Show me something. It tells me you've been patient, very patient with regard towards moving towards love. Show me something for Libra, please. Knight of Pentacles, you're going to start putting work and effort towards it. 8 of Swords, you're going to, if you didn't work with it or you had a little bit of anxiety over it, you're not going to in the future. Hell no, it's about you opening up like you are. Your card is next on the bottom. The King of Swords is you. It's about you putting the work and effort, the action, and the communication in. And it's probably going to be beneficial. And I'm also going to tell you, what's favoring your energy is air sign, water sign heavily. Either with an air sign or a water sign. Show me something for Libra. Libra's energy. Six of Cups, more water. Two of Pentacles, getting balance. Ace of Wands. Page of Wands. The Sun. Some of you had to disconnect from somebody you knew you couldn't move forward with, or you couldn't put. I almost get the energy. You stopped talking to somebody who, when you were going towards them or trying to build with them, the Empress, it felt stressful. Or Nine of Pentacles, like it was the wrong investment. Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. Eight of Pentacles is I'm not going to invest in something that I feel lack of. Three of Swords, or that may have been making you feel like you couldn't trust it. I think you gave a lot of thought to this situation. The Two of Wands to the Ten of Wands. It became too heavy. Maybe too heavy on your heart or your emotions. So you stopped dealing with it. Knight of Cups. What's going on now? Now you're looking for balance. I feel like emotionally you're in a position where you're not going to let things get to you mentally. Three of Pentacles. If things upset you in the past, it's not about where you've been. It's about who you can open to up to next emotionally with the Queen of Cups. That's what I see for you. Six of Swords is you not being worried about where you're going. It does tell me the Seven of Wands and the Page of Cups is you still trying to get out of the energy of not being emotionally open or available for people, though. Knowing that's the judgment or the commitment that you have to change or make. The Death card you have to transition into. Four of Cups, opening up emotionally again. You may be very aware of that. Five of Pentacles, because it's telling me you've left it behind you for quite some time. Four of Pentacles to the Hermit, to the Strength. You're strong enough to, you're strong enough to do whatever you feel is necessary for you. But I feel like it's time to open up the keys to love. I feel like it's time for you to trust the next opportunity that's in front of you, or the opportunities that could be available to you. I feel like a lot of you need to hear that. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to say that. I'm gonna trust it. Let's see what we get. Libra. What is this? Flipped over. Ten of Pentacles, the investment, the Magician. So I get the energy. You've been investing in yourself. You've been trusting yourself. But you've got to become aware to trust in outside energy. Here's your card again. That could provide balance or that's worth playing with. Knight of Wands. This is where you're at. Four of Wands, you've thought about it. Seven of Cups, you haven't went after the offer or chased after the change. The Eight of Cups, emotionally, you've been at a distance. You've cut free of moving towards that love situation, the Ace of Cups. All right? I don't feel like you're supposed to stay there. Some of you might have moved away from a Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Hierophant. I feel like you had no choice but to trust the ending. The King of Cups is reversed. Emotionally, it was not showing you fulfillment or solid growth or momentum anymore. It felt more like a burden than something to invest in. It made you feel like you had to go on your own. You might have felt like I have to go on my own. I can't invest in this person. The Hanged Man, the Ace of Pentacles. I got to invest in myself. I got to trust my investments and not get stuck on things I wanted to invest in me. Could have been a fire sign for some of you Libras, by the way, that it didn't work out. And he might have been younger than you. Look at the card. It's a younger guy. He may have been younger than you. Whatever. All right? Let's keep rolling. Holy shit, Libra. Let's keep moving. Let's see what we get with the other tarot for Libra. Let's see what we get for the other tarot for Libra. Ooh, goddamn. Stability and movement. Eight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, both upright. Let's see what you get in a second. Some of you have been really focused on career situations outside of love. You've kind of forgotten about love, or when you think about it, you recognize it was never really going to show up for you the way you wanted. That feels so fucking personal. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm picking up because I just felt like my stomach went empty and I got really hungry for something I crave that I don't have in my life. That's how I just felt. And I feel like it's your energy, not mine. If I had to explain my energy, it feels like my heart is fucking racing like a rabbit's being chased by a motherfucking wolf. That's how my energy feels right now. My heart is like boom, 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 boom. Here we go. A couple more shuffles for you, Libra. Let's see what we get. There's a Libra out there that feels like a Leo lied to them, whoever that's for. There's a Libra out there that feels like a Leo lied to them or they couldn't trust a Leo. I'm done. Here we go. There's your Leo. Holy shit. Here we go. Trust. What's the trust all about here for Libra? I just saw the strike card. Jesus Christ. The Hermit is reversed and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you didn't feel like you could trust anything, but going forward and leaving everything that hurt you behind, not carrying any baggage with you, moving forward, accepting the judgment, not having to worry about being defeated or left out in the cold in a situation, making your mind up on letting it go, cutting free of that energy. Some of you, it could have been a Leo, or I'm going to tell you, it could have been a Leo. If it wasn't a Leo, could have been another Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, definitely. Maybe a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. King of Swords, maybe another Libra for some of you. Some of you was the same fucking sign. Wow, here we go. What's the message for Libra? Show me who's next. Some of you, you're on the outs with a fire sign or have been on the outs with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Some of you, the next commitments, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo for your next hoorah. What did you have to leave behind? Eight. What is this and why? Some of you had to leave your emotions behind with a situation or not focus on. You give me this. I couldn't focus on this energy. I just had to let go energy. I had to manifest things or focus on balance. I didn't feel like the situation fought for me or value. You give me. I didn't feel like it valued me or I could trust moving towards it. I wanted to move away from it. You also give me. I wasn't happy that I had to make that decision and move away from it. That might have been what put you on hold for a while. What? Here we go. And that could be either sex. Whether some of you was another air sign that walked away from you or you walked away from. Whatever. Here we go. Show me something for Libra. You've yet to discover who you're going to work with. I'm telling you, it could definitely be an earth sign, water sign, or air sign. You have a lot of water, a lot of earth energy, water, air energy too. Some of you are trying to keep a fire sign away from you or not communicate with them is what it's telling me. Some of you Libras know you don't want to communicate again with a fire sign. Some of you wanted that last word I'm picking up too. You know what I'm saying? If they reached out, you wanted to say something, but it was hard not to say something back. Hopefully you didn't communicate or stress about getting the last word in. I don't think that should have mattered. I think just recognizing it wasn't meant for you or wasn't going to last is what you were supposed to focus on. Letting it go, becoming aware that it became a part of your past. This is what I'm seeing for you. Let me see if I get anything else for you before we move on. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Wendy. Thank you very much. Let's keep rolling. Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the like if you don't mind. All right. Let's see what we get. Anything else for Libra? Anything else for Libra? Next person. Your next person. What do we have for you? What? You give me this. Wow, there's more there than I thought. You give me this energy where you want the growth with somebody. I get the energy. You want the growth with them, but you don't want them all up your ass and shit. Like, you don't. It tells me like you want the growth with them, but the Devil and the Queen of Wands, you don't want to be stressed up or feel like they're always up your ass kind of energy. You don't want that. You want the stability of a situation. You don't want to be upset, but you also don't want to be ignored or be treated as an option, is what it's telling me with this new beginning. And you're looking for communication and expansion. So it's like you want somebody around, but you don't want them up your ass, is what it's making me feel like. When it comes to investing in you or you going after the balance of it, your card. I don't feel like you stress at being at a distance from where you are right now. I feel like emotionally you're trying to take action at changing the outcome, the surrounding ability, and move in a direction that's worth the growth, worth the communication, that feels solid and trustworthy. I feel like you're trying to feel like you can trust love again. Anything else for Libra? You've cut away from a situation, and is it love or the excitement or the trust of it? Because that's what the cards are telling me. And I feel like you're trying to overcome that. You give me this, I need to overcome that or let that go, keep that in the past, and I know that's what I need to do. Forget about what's happened, or stop not playing with the opportunities I can have, or thinking about what I want, but not moving towards those celebrations. This is what it's telling me for you. Emotionally, you may feel at a distance with going towards building with somebody else or opening up emotionally. This is a fucking deep message. This is like, you want to be loved, but you don't want to be hurt again, or you don't want to deal with something that feels like it's more of a problem and you regret going towards it or putting the work and effort towards it. Things happen, and we discover that things happen. Things make us upset, but at the end of the day, you got to remember you're strong enough to come out of that energy and build whatever you're meant to build. Because it tells me you've been at a distance with moving towards the communication. I feel like it's the communication, or even going after the experiences of opening up with expansion of love, opportunity, or options. It tells me you've been patient. You haven't walked towards it. You haven't rushed towards it. You know that. You've kind of held off. You've stayed away from it. You haven't accepted the offers or even looked at them, is what it's telling me, when it comes to balance or love. And I feel like this is what's going to change, or this is how you're going to manifest change. It's up to you to require the attention, time, and the decision making. And I think you're going to start to trust that outcome. That's what I have for Libra. Damn. I feel like you're ready to explore new love, but you're still trying to act as if it's not something that's been on your mind. I don't know who that's for, but I feel like you pretend like you don't want somebody to come. It's almost like you don't have to know you're a catch, Libra, but it's about having somebody show you that you are just available for them as they could be available for you. And another part of it is believing it's worth the opportunity, inviting it in. I can't. It's up to you to trust that. So good luck with that. All right, let's keep going. Scorpio. Scorpio's around, I don't know, say 210. 210 is close enough. Here we go. Let's do this. I might manage it all the way through. I don't know. I'll run out a little early, I think. It's getting warm. It tastes like shit, just like Red Bull when it's warm. Here we go. Scorpio. Emperor. Seven of Pentacles and investing. You guys give me like I need a map, or I should be looking for a map, or I almost feel like you're trying to figure out. It's almost like you want to see your future self successful, everything working out to your favor. You don't make me feel like you need to feel appreciated. You just feel like you know that you're a solid investment, and it's about getting the investments to work out in front of you, just to show up for you the way you want. I almost feel like some of you are trying to it's almost like you've painted a picture and you want the picture to come out in front of you and show up clearly. I can't believe I'm getting that much off those two cards, but that's how I feel about your energy so far. Let's see where this goes. Show me something for Scorpio. Their next person. Earth sign. So far, it could be an earth sign for your next person. Who else? Who else for Scorpio? Show me. Oh, it jumped. Definitely an earth sign. Some of you could have been in the past hung up on a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Definitely could have been a Capricorn that you were attached to, or Taurus. Why do I feel like saying Taurus? Whatever. 8 of Cups, reversed. The Tower. That never worked out. Something about that didn't work out, and you were aware that didn't work out. The 3 of Wands, the 4 of Wands. I don't feel like you got the victory. 7 of Cups. I feel like you never got the. It feels unreciprocated, or it never was. It never aligned, and it feels like it was definitely with an earth sign or a fire sign. I don't know. Could have been a Sagittarius for some of you. I don't know why I feel Sagittarius energy. I do. But here we go. Let's go. 4 of Swords. What are you thinking about? What's going on? Trusting. Trusting situations and letting go of situations you cannot trust. You've probably been in that mindset for a while. I feel like you've detached from situations that try to mentally conflict with you or get in the way of your desire. That king of Wands energy, you have a very strong, passionate energy about solutions and creation. It's like you want to be the creator. It's almost like you've written the book and you see how the book ends. You just haven't reached the ending. What? Whatever. Here we go. The Queen of Wands. A lot of you have tried to be in a very unstressful atmosphere for a while. And I have just been awaiting the new arrival of something to shift or change a reality in your life. It's almost like you want to see it blossom. You do. And you want it to be successful. You come off like I need it to be successful. And I'm not going to. You give me this. I got to stay determined. It hasn't shown up for me the way I want. It's kept me a little bit on the is it going to happen side of things. I keep observing it or trying to figure out how to make it a solution. I don't want to be emotionally distanced from it. 5 of Wands. Some of you might have felt at a distance from opening up towards situations or people emotionally because of the lack of what? True colors. Something about seeing things for what they are. Some of you might have felt like you couldn't. I feel like you became aware that you became strong, that you had to focus on what you had to offer and manifest what you wanted. And that was your goal. That was your purpose versus being emotionally available for things that you wanted to trust, that when it came to stability, 5 of Pentacles, you couldn't trust it. 4 of Cups, emotionally. 7 of Wands, you may feel like you've been at a distance with getting what you want. 6 of Swords, I don't think you let it upset you. I feel like you just want to keep putting work towards it. You don't even make me feel like you're focused on relationship. You make me feel like you're focused on career or ideas, something you're very passionate about, something that you come off like I need to focus on my solutions. What I just want to be like I want everything to work out. Show me something else for Scorpio. Show me something else for Scorpio. Next person. What do you got? I'm telling you, it could be you got just about everything besides fire. Water sign, air sign, earth sign. I feel like water or earth energy around you more than I feel that air, though. Hold up. I feel like the air is about making the decision over an earth or a water sign. Lovers, King of Swords. Who are you going to communicate with, and is it going to be the fulfillment or give you the meaning you're looking for? Ace, you'll have truth and clarity. Some of you might not have been focusing on that. You know, some of you haven't. It doesn't make me feel like the love's been the focus. Two of Pentacles, you made that decision. That's in the reverse. The Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands. It's almost like it doesn't excite you at this time. What is this? Queen of Swords. Actions excite you more than worried about direction. And I feel like it's towards building towards a love situation or emotionally. Yes, it's love. Love's like on the back burner for you right now. I feel like you're more like passionately trying to be creative and open. You come off like a strong opportunist or a what is that word? You have like a entrepreneurial spirit right now, or have for a while. It makes me feel. The Five of Swords, the Knight of Cups. Why is the Five of Swords and the Knight of Cups here for Scorpio? The Magician, the Moon, and the Star. So things may have been a little rocky or untrustworthy when it came to emotional connections or support. So you stopped focusing on it, is what it's telling me. You didn't let that be your problem. Your strength became going after manifestations. That's the Strength card. Not stressing about it. Wanting to provide balance. Nine of Pentacles is reversed and Three of Cups. You may have felt like you were emotionally up against a wall with playing with people or outcomes because the Judgment's in reverse. What's here? When it came to happiness or trusting people around your environment, something about you couldn't shake that energy, or you had to shake that energy. Two of Wands. I feel like you had to shake the truth. You had to get the truth or the insight of a situation. You had to let go of things that weren't really going to support you or really never cared about you energy. Nine of Cups. What's going on? Queen of Cups. I feel emotionally you're not worried about moving forward, it tells me, or creating balance towards what? Clarify it. Clarify it for Scorpio, please. Building towards what? There you are. Anything that's going to upset you. Four of Wands in a celebration or a victory. It's almost like you've learned if it's got to end, it's got to end. The Knight of Pentacles is upright with the Eight of Swords. I can't be stressed out about the things that didn't work out. I just got to move in a direction that will be fulfillment. I can't focus on what didn't work out or what didn't show me growth. I can't focus on that, and I don't want to, is how you come across towards me. Five of Pentacles, I've released it, or I've known 5 and 5. I've kind of accepted or acknowledged it for what it was. Nine of Swords, it's not with me anymore. The Tower, I value change. The Hangman, I'm not going to get stuck with anything that gets in my way. Ace of Pentacles, it's like you're like, no, hell no. I'm too invested in where I want to be and where I need to go. This is how you come off to me. You're not letting things get in your way. Because if they do, the Ten of Swords, you'll put an ending to it and start over again. Let's see what else I get for Scorpio. How's it going, everybody? How we doing? How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing out there? Let me unlock my screen. And let me see. All right. Scorpio. What do we got for Scorpio? Show me whatever you want Scorpio to see. Let's do that. Show me whatever you want Scorpio to see. Thank you, Vulgar Hearts, for putting the timestamps up on the live chat. That'll probably be helpful to let people know where we are. I did go in order, but you won't know until after I post the video and post the timestamps. Anything for Scorpio? I just saw your card, second card, the World, and you. You have the Eight of Wands. Some of you guys are at a very pivotal, I can't say pivotal point. I can say some of you are at a clear understanding. Some of you, and I get the energy, you've been here for a while. Nothing's going to upset the home life or get in the way of what you value or want to work towards, Scorpio. What's going on? You're all about creating balance in your life right now, big time. Whether it's who you communicate with or how you move forward is what it's showing me. You have this, I don't want to have any stress in my life, whether it's towards love, offers, or thoughts. And you come off very, very aware of this, knowing it was time to release things of the past. So you may have had to let go of people or situations or people. You had to cut some people out of your life. It's making me feel like. Show me something for them. Some of you may have had to cut out a water sign or an earth sign. Others of you may have had a little bit of an argument or been at a distance with communication with a fire or air sign that's showing me. Definitely could be at a distance from a fire sign. Or feeling like you didn't get a proposal. Some kind of proposal or offer you were waiting for. It never showed up. Whatever that's about. Here we go. So you moved away from that energy just because it didn't grow. I don't feel like it stopped you. Or I feel like if it did put a little bit of stress or brakes on, you became confident in that you could create something outside of it. You may have felt like when it came to going emotionally towards something that you value, it wasn't giving you the emotional connection or it wasn't coming towards you. You may have put down the investment for a little while or try not to be upset about it. Emotionally, I feel like you're focused on going towards the attachments of things that make sense. And you may have had to say goodbye to shit that didn't make sense or that you had to cut out. When it came to investments and actions, if it was giving you problems, emotionally, you kicked it out or moved on without it. You moved on without it because you learned you could trust yourself, and that was the outcome you fucking needed to discover, to trust. And I feel like you became okay with starting over or rebuilding with nobody's help. You give me this, I don't need anybody's help to reach my wish fulfillment. It doesn't have to be a lover. It doesn't have to be a colleague, a friend. I need to trust what I have to offer, the ability I can do. And a lot of it's going to be about you taking action, and I love this. You came out in your reading at the end, you discovering that it's all about what you want and you going after it. Because I do feel like you get the win here. It's going to make sense if there's something you really want to see expand, that you did put work in and you got to put more work towards it. That's your reading for Scorpio. Okay. Sagittarius in a second. Saggy. What's the message for Sagittarius? What is the message for Sagittarius? What do we want to tell Sagittarius? I gotta shuffle the other way for you for some reason. Ooh. What do you want to tell Sagittarius? Especially about the next person. See what you get. I got to write down your timestamps. All right. Sagittarius is going to be at what time? Sag will be around 2:24:50. All right. Sagittarius. What's the message for Sagittarius? What is the message for Sagittarius? I got to do it. Ace of Wands in reverse. Why? Sagittarius. Okay, so either you dealt with a fire sign or or accepted the fire air energy So whatever didn't work out, you've kind of accepted it for what it is. So somehow, I just feel like whatever didn't work out or kept you stuck, you accepted the change. You kind of had no. You give me this. I had no choice. I had no choice here. I just had to trust accepting it. It wasn't giving me balance. So the devil in reverse. What happened here? I focused on what I could create or how I could create going forward. Some of you may have struggled. Some of you, I've got a weird message. Some of you out there may have struggled with getting what you want financially after a love situation fell apart, while others of you, it wasn't even that. The love situation is where the struggle lied. Going towards it or manifesting it or building towards it. You felt out on it. 9 of Swords, it felt cut away from you. 10 of Wands, I feel like when it comes to love, what's up? When it comes to love, the Queen of Pentacles, you'd like to invest in it, but you've been very, very kind of on your own with your own intentions and investments. Because when it comes to getting balance or solutions, you've become aware there were situations you couldn't trust or weren't emotionally fulfilling you. 8 of Wands, so you didn't put the work or effort towards it. Some of you may have wanted the communication, but never really got that communication. You may have just got the ending instead. Whatever that's about. Here we go. Definitely could have been with I'm going to tell you an air sign, fire sign, water sign. 4 of Wands. The Empress reversed and the 4 of Cups reversed. 7 of Wands. Some of you it was about trusting a situation wasn't going to work out. Some of you, to the 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords, to the High Priestess, it was trusting that a situation wasn't the situation that was going to be there forever or last. Page of Pentacles, I feel like you did want growth in a situation, but what happened? The wheel, it died, it ended. The Emperor, you might have just had to move on. Emotionally, I don't think you were getting the passion that you were looking for, or the person wasn't putting in the effort. Something about they wouldn't put in the effort or show you enough love. What? 6 of Wands. When it came to getting a victory, 4 of Swords, you felt on your own, or like they wouldn't put the work and effort towards a situation towards you. What the fuck? I don't think you liked it. King of Swords. You weren't getting the communication, or you guys weren't communicating properly, is what it tells me. Nobody was making the decision. It's probably why it fell apart. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Probably why it came to a closure. Show me something else, Sagittarius. Why is this here? Why do you have the 2 of Wands in reverse? And the 2 of Swords upright. What's going on? Somebody broke your heart. 7 of Cups. All I feel I can tell you on the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Cups is you are very aware that somebody got you. Somebody got you. Somebody got you and it hurt. 9 of Cups. You didn't want this to be exposed to the world that you were hurt. Ace of Swords. You knew you were hurt. It's almost like you were living in the past or wishing this never happened. This is fucking crazy. But this is how I'm feeling. And here's your card. Emotionally, I feel like you've tried to release that situation because you knew you weren't going to get what you wanted. 9 of Wands, you've become distant from that reality of getting what you wanted or distant from the person. I feel like it's both. I feel like it's both on for you. You've emotionally closed that. Learn how to trust yourself a little bit more. Become confided in your own strength. 2 of Pentacles, it was the decision you had to make so you can move on happy. So you could have a playful nature and not be stressed out about situations. 5 of Swords that never proved to show up for you the way you wanted. Never worked out. 3 of Pentacles the way you wanted. And it all fell apart because of communication. And some of you, it's because of the judgment of somebody else, what they showed you, kind of energy. 8 of Cups, and that's why it left you out of the situation, out of the equation. Or you left it alone. Somebody left it alone. You could have been the one that said, I got to go. Enough's enough. Somebody, if they left you alone, you couldn't figure out what you did wrong. That could be a guy. It could be a guy that felt that way towards a love situation or a lover, whatever. Here we go. Eight of Wands is reversed. Definitely could have been the fire sign male. It's a guy in reverse. He didn't understand emotionally what fell apart or why we couldn't work through the issues. Six of Swords. Could have been with an air sign. Definitely could have been another fire sign or air sign that happened to. Here we go. Show me something for Sagittarius. Emotionally unavailable. Queen of Cups reversed. The Hermit. When it came to trust and strength in a situation, they weren't getting balance or happiness. Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. It's like they would play with it 1 minute and then drop it the next. And that could have been what a guy experienced in a love situation. A male. There's a lot of male energy in front of me. Eight of Cups. So you had to let it go. Even though it hurt like hell. Seven of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Swords. It's almost like you didn't want a new beginning or to start over or chase after a new direction in love. Somebody had a hard time with the outcome of the judgment and the lack of communication or work and effort put in. Feeling outed. Somebody it didn't sit well with them. King of Cups. Emotionally, they this person did not want people to know. And it's the fire sign. It's the fucking it's the temp. I'm telling you, it's the Sagittarius, and it could have been a Sagittarius dude. Maybe some women didn't want her to know, but it feels like the guy. He came out first. The Fool. Somebody's been kind of on the fence about moving towards opportunity, and it does feel like with love. Three of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed. Five of Cups, not emotionally opening up. Towards I'm done. I'm fucking done. Towards what? Towards love. Somebody is like knowing that something sucked, hurt, and they're having a hard time admitting that they want what they can't have. Or they feel like that person wants them when they want them, but they never want them fully. That sucks. All right, let's see what else I can get for you. We're going to go to your next person on the other tarot. I'm kind of excited because the last person sucks. Maybe they don't suck that bad. They just may need therapy. You know what? If couples therapy works, it works. If you didn't try it, you can't knock the fact that you can't stay stuck in an energy that doesn't want you. It's better just to move on. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let's go. What do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sagittarius? Why is that the first card out? Let's see in a second. Some of you are I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling and what I'm listening to. Some of you guys are going to end up in a relationship. You better watch out for that shit. Some of you may end up in a relationship. You start out with the Four of Wands in reverse. So you could have a relationship that's going to show up for you eventually here. Hold up. Are you willing to take the risks? And there you are. I feel like if you're willing to move towards something, it could be very, very good for you. Look at this. But are you willing to put the time and effort into it? Or are you going to stay upset about a situation that didn't work out? I feel like you're not supposed to look at being upset or worry about what didn't work out. That might have been what you've become aware of and cut free of. Something about that might have been what kept you single or at a distance from building towards love. You might have given thought towards it, but never went towards offers or move. I just feel like you didn't move towards love. Something about I didn't trust moving towards a situation because I was still emotionally attached to something else. Somebody was still attached to something else and they know it. And now it's time to go after that new fucking beginning. And it's just time. I don't know how, because look what it'll bring. Look at the bottom of the deck. What's it going to bring? Motherfucking happiness. Whatever sign it could be, I don't feel like it's telling me to sign. I don't think I wasn't looking at it like that. But I do feel like you've been hung up on one thing. love situations, or being happy and united. And I feel like that's the work and the discovery that's going to find you, or you're going to find. It's almost like a match made in heaven could happen for you. I feel like, especially if you've been away from it or at a distance from it or not accepting offers, kind of just focusing on your own direction. If you've been in that energy, this could be something you don't see coming. This could be something manifesting towards you. All right, let's see what else we get for you, Sagittarius. Show me something else for Sagittarius. Show me the sign. What sign could this be? Holy hell. Earth sign, air sign, maybe water sign, but so far, yeah, it could be an earth sign, air sign, water, or earth. You have a lot of earth energy and water. Whatever wants to come towards you, it isn't somewhere you've been. It isn't somebody that you've been with. I almost feel like whoever upset you over and over again, that you had to cut away from, or emotionally made you feel like you were the problem, I feel like that's not going to be the solution or the communication that makes sense. I feel like that's never really going to change or show a different direction. It feels very unhealthy. If you went towards it, you probably regret it. The judgment, I feel like you would feel like, oh, they do love me, but then why aren't they showing up for me or putting the work in like I want to put the work in with them? Why do I feel like I'm doing all this on my own? Why do I feel like I can't trust a bitch? Kind of energy. That's what it tells me. Why do I feel like I can't trust a bitch? Because they lack the power to change. And you know that you can't trust it. I'm telling you, I'm done. You fucking know. This is double I can't trust your bitch ass energy. And why the fuck is Sagittarius, your card, going to let somebody do that shit to you? I think you've learned your motherfucking lessons. Saw the battles for what they were, and that they weren't giving you the balance or the communication that you fucking deserve. So it was time to say goodbye or not work with it and move the fuck on or move the fuck out. Not be stressed out about it or feel like it's the last thing or last person that's coming towards you. I feel like that's your message, Scorpio. I almost said Scorpio, Sagittarius. Whoa, that's what I got for you. All right. Sagittarius' message is just like, bitch, enough's enough. Enough is a fucking enough. Sagittarius is a very, I consider, I have Sagittarius in my chart like 2 or 3 times over. Sagittarius are very timid, very easy to approach, very likable. I get along easier, or I understand Sagittarius better than I could say I get than Aries. Fire sign to fire sign. But I feel like Sagittarius are very practical. That's why. I feel like Aries and Leo have a lot of similarities that makes it harder for them to pay attention to each other. Where I've over the years of fire on fire, I get along great with Leos, especially Leo guys. But when it comes to the other 2 fire signs, I would definitely say it's easier for me to deal with the Sagittarius than an Aries. Typically. That's just me. But anyways, we're going to move on to Capricorn. Cappy. Let's see what we get for you. Capricorn's going to be around 239.15. 15. All right. What is the message for Capricorn? What do we got for Capricorn? What do you want to tell Capricorn? Their next person. What is the message for Cap? Next person. Holy shit, I'm going to just give you the card. So before I did this reading, I kept getting water on you. And I do feel like it's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do feel like that is your next person. It doesn't mean, I don't know, it kind of surprised me that that's, after a couple shuffles, that's in front of me. Let's see what you get. You were the only sign I tried to focus on for some reason. It's like, what's Capricorn's next sign going to be? But look at this. You might have a water sign that's coming towards you. Holy shit. I should be surprised, but I'm not. Not as much as I should. Here we go. Show me something for Capricorn. Some of you might have been on the fence or had a falling out with a water sign too. That's what it's showing up. Some of you have that moving towards you. Water or fire so far. That could be moving towards you. What else is here for Capricorn? Page of Pentacles, reversed. Why is that reversed? Some of you, I'm going to tell you, it's a fire sign, water sign, whoever it is. I almost get like you weren't seeing them come towards you kind of energy. You have fire, water, air. Fire, water, or air sign could come towards you. Could be some of you, somebody could want to come towards you that you've already dealt with. They could be at a distance. Definitely could be at a distance. Still watch you. Two of Wands. Or if they don't watch you, they still have feelings for you. Internal feelings. Here we go. Show me something for Capricorn. Just saw twice Gemini. Could be a Gemini. Could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be an Aquarius. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Whatever. Ace of Pentacles. The King of Wands. Somebody feels like they probably shouldn't have walked away from you. I can't stress this enough. Somebody feels like they shouldn't have walked away, or they were upset that you walked away. I get somebody wants your attention. Strictly, somebody's not over you. Show me something for Cap. Need I say more? Somebody's still got their heart attached to you. It doesn't show me they've moved towards you. Here's the Lovers, but emotionally, I feel like they still have emotional feelings towards you. Could definitely be air, fire, or water sign. They haven't taken action. They haven't shown you any passion. You're aware of it. You haven't focused on it, it tells me. You've let it go. You didn't want to be their option, so you kind of backed away. Kind of said, no, this isn't for me. Some of you recognize this isn't for me. I'm stronger than that. If you don't show me action or emotionally you try to upset me, it doesn't make me happy. I'll go after a beginning that's going to be solid. Queen of Pentacles. That's going to be real. Show me something. Capricorn. Some of you do have anxiety, either about a family situation or moving forward towards celebrations or trusting the momentum to build it. You have a little bit of anxiety with that. You've been at a distance with it. You've only focused on money matters for a while because other shit just didn't balance out. All it caused was stress. And I feel like you didn't like that and you got tired of feeling like that or thinking about it. You might have felt emotionally at a distance with getting the action or result you wanted, or getting the communication, or being able to be emotionally available to things that matter to you of the past. It feels like it's been taking away from you kind of energy for some of you. Wow, that's weird. Here we go. And you're trying to trust, not being upset emotionally about it or bound towards the outcome. Some of you also feel like you've had to look away from situations that you couldn't trust, or that emotionally you didn't know what it wanted. You give me this, I didn't know if it wanted me or if I'm supposed to go towards it energy. Am I supposed to go towards it? Am I supposed to leave it alone energy? I'm trying to learn on what to do. I'm trying to figure out what makes sense. You also give me, I feel at a distance with everything unfolding the way I would like. I feel like I would like the victory to show up and the stability to be there for me. Something like that's kind of been going on with Capricorn. Give me something else for Capricorn. Let's see what we get. Same cards. Let's see what else we get for you. There we go. What do we got for Capricorn? Show me the message for Capricorn specifically. A lot of you could be on the move, or end up traveling very soon. Something about traveling soon, or wanting to open up towards being emotionally available towards traveling towards something that you haven't, basically revisiting a happiness or an outcome, a solution, a love situation, making it present or available to you. That's how you make me feel. Here we go. Show me something for Capricorn. I just feel like you've been at a distance. You're aware that you've let it go, or you haven't focused on the things that could make you happy with passion or excitement and love. Almost like you didn't fight for situations. You stayed at a distance with it. You've been more proactive with business, family, shit like that. Yourself or work and family, or yourself and work. So if you're single with no kids, work. If you got family, your kids, your work. Some of you were hurt by an air sign or an earth sign, is what it tells me. Some of you had to make a decision to just move on and not focus on the things that upset you. Some of you haven't even focused on love or going towards it because you didn't trust that situation or the fact that you could have the victories. You kind of just left it in the cold. I feel like you're ready for a new beginning, Capricorn. I feel like you've been patient enough with going out towards celebrating or creating that security. You've kind of stayed away from it, but now you're coming to the crossroads where you want it, because you haven't put the work and effort towards it, is what it's telling me. You haven't moved towards it. Listen, look at 3 cards. You haven't put the work and effort towards it. You haven't moved towards it. You haven't fucking played with it. I don't know what else to tell you. You've let it go because it was too much of a burden. And what was too much of a burden? The love situation, or wanting something that felt like it didn't want you when it came to the investment. So you might have said, no, I've learned my lessons and I'm going to focus on me. It wasn't your imagination. It was your emotional. It was you being emotionally supportive, or identifying it wasn't emotionally supporting me correctly. It made you kind of feel emotionally like, why would it do that? Why would it be attached to me or show me that I can trust it? But then all of a sudden everything changes and its heart isn't in it to win it, or I get cut away from it, or we stop communicating. Definitely could have been a fire, water, air sign that you had this problem with trust. Now it's behind you. And emotionally, I don't feel like it's made you even want to focus on the fulfillment of love or be stressed out in that area. Just kind of, you have like, I had to accept the things I seen or thought about or eventually witnessed fall out of balance or be at a distance, not work out, and just work on my forward growth and expansion. Kind of not be upset about situations that ended and just continue to move on. That's how your reading comes across. Okay. Anything else for Capricorn? Capricorn, you just give me this, like, does it make sense? Should I make sense of moving forward or entertaining? I feel like love's coming towards you. I don't know how, like me sitting here psychically, I feel like you're going to have the opportunities. I do feel like they're going to either move towards you or you're going to move towards them. Some of you, I don't feel like it's very, like it's your next door neighbor. I feel like it's at a distance, and you're going to want to make the effort or have to want to make the effort. I get something like that with your energy. Show me something for Capricorn. Shuffles. You give me this, it's up to you to want to invest energy. Something about pushing the envelope or taking on the experience. What's here for Capricorn? 4 of Swords. Why is that here first and why is it in reverse? Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So when it's almost like you've thought of what you've wanted, but you haven't pushed forward yet. Something about you got to start moving towards action. Queen of Pentacles, investing. And you got to do this towards love. I'm done. Because that's the balance that you have not really focused on. A Knight of Wands. Or taken risks with. 5 of Wands would have told me you left it in the cold. But the Empress is it's almost like you've let go of the stress of being emotionally open to taking on love opportunities. Might have made that decision because you might not have trusted the past situations. Eight of Swords, you didn't trust them. Something showed you couldn't trust it, so you stopped working with it altogether. Your reading is that's what it's telling me. The High Priestess, you wanted to trust it. You were passionate about it, but it ended. And I feel like because of that, it puts you on a slow, it's almost like you didn't completely jump off the train, but the train went from fucking 80 miles an hour to 2 miles an hour. Who's here? You felt like something was showing you that it wanted to invest in you, but at the end of the day, it wasn't really showing up for you, or it wasn't working out or giving you enough clarity. Something about it didn't give you enough clarity. Four of Pentacles or security. Seven of Wands. It was more of an imagination than a foot forward. The Devil's reversed. The Ace of Swords. It got cut. You cut it out, or it cut away from you over time. The Emperor and the Three of Swords. Could have been a fire or air sign, by the way. Definitely. Could have been an Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, whatever. But it ended because of it. The Lovers reversed. There was no mutual respect in building together in a way. Somebody looks back at this, though, or the judgment of it. Five of Cups, they try to release it. The happiness. Two of Pentacles, the strength. They try to be strong. Ten of Swords, look for a new beginning. Eight of Cups, not be emotionally available towards it. What's going on here? Nine of Wands. Excuse me. King of Wands reversed to the Hierophant. Somebody had to learn it was better not to be upset about it, and I feel like it was you. I hate to be that I hate to be the whistleblower, but I feel like you had to recognize I can't let somebody get the best of my fucking emotions. I'm not going to do that, and I'm not your fucking sandbag. I feel like that's what happened. Nine of Swords. I don't feel like it felt fair to you, or it was exciting for you to have to be in this emotional energy with that Seven of Cups. I feel like you just had to recognize this love was never really going to go anywhere. The Hanged Man. It feels like when you wanted to move in the right direction and show stability, it wasn't doing that with the Eight of Wands in reverse. It just wasn't showing up for you the way you wanted it to manifest or show a victory. Ten of Cups. Page of Cups. Queen of Wands. Page of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Five of Swords. That could have happened with a water sign, fire sign, or an air sign, by the way. Somebody got let go. Somebody was left out in the cold. And it's showing me earth, air. Somebody got cut out. King of Swords reversed. Page of Swords reversed. Ace of Pentacles. The investment never felt true or never went anywhere. Knight of Pentacles. It started, then there was either conflicts or somebody walked away. Somebody walked away or went towards somebody else. That's what it tells me for Capricorn. All right. Why do I want to say who's Capricorn's next victim? Why do I have the urge to be like, who's Capricorn's next victim? But I might say it anyway, even though I shouldn't say it like that. Not that they would be your next victim. I just think I don't know why. Since the beginning of your reading, I wanted to be like, who's your next victim? It doesn't feel like they are a victim or you're their victim. I just want to just give it to me straight. Who's Capricorn's next opportunity? Show me with the tarot who could be Capricorn's next opportunity, what sign it could be, see what we get. Show me who their next opportunity could be. Air sign, fire sign. Anybody else? Anybody else want to join the party? Water sign, air sign, fire sign, water sign could be something that comes towards you. Definitely could be a water sign, air sign. Maybe. No, I don't feel like that earth sign's giving me enough. Six of Cups reversed. Seven of Swords. I'm feeling air energy. Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to tell you a water, fire, air sign is going to be the next passion that wants to go towards you and move towards you. Some of you, that's the person that still holds high regard or thinks about you, whether you are aware of it or not. They still have they still wish they could have got the wish fulfillment with you that they didn't get or that didn't go anywhere. Eight of Swords, missive direction, missive alignment. They're not stressed completely about it, but they're wondering if that was the action they should have put more work and effort towards. Knight of Wands, Four of Swords. They do think about you, or what would have happened if they moved towards you. Knight of Pentacles. If they had put the work towards you, that emotionally they didn't end up fighting for you. The Ace of Pentacles. You don't communicate with them, it tells me. You do not communicate with this person. You may not feel like you've been stressed out about going towards love or looking for it too. Something about I haven't been looking for love situations as much as I'd like them to manifest in front of my eyes or in my hands. I get like this. I don't stress about the victory. I would like to move towards that, but I can't be stuck in the suspense with accepting or getting an offer or worrying about this. Although I'd like change. Ten of Swords and a new beginning. This is what your reading tells me, Capricorn. Some of you would like a new beginning, but you try not to stress about not being it being right in front of you, or you jumping right. It's almost like you have a lot of other things I feel like you focus on over balancing the love department. Why is the Strength card here? Why is the Strength card here? Your strength is starting over and being excited about going towards it. You have I need to go towards it, not go towards where I've been, and I need to go towards it passionately. I can't lie about what didn't work out emotionally, or what didn't fight for me or what I didn't fight for. I just got to trust moving forward and kind of be open to it. The Emperor, Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. You give me this, I've held back because of what happened energy. When it comes to love or going towards love or getting the balance or trusting love again. Not all of you have done that, but some of you have. Or that's how they made you feel in this situation. That's what it could be. All right, Capricorn, that's what I've got for you. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Aquarius. Aquarius is going to be around 258.45. All right, 258.45. Almost drank the wrong prime. All right. I'm going to light this back up for Aquarius. Here we go. Aquarius. Your next person, Aquarius. Da, 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 da. Somebody might not have trusted an air or a water sign from what it's showing me. Couldn't trust an air or water sign, Aquarius. Interesting. Let's see where this goes. What's the message for Aquarius? And if you are catching the video later and you didn't hear me in the beginning, happy Mother's Day to any mothers out there, future mothers, or to your mother, whether she's here on this side or the other. I know that this can be a hard time for people. All right, let's keep going. Aquarius. Okay. Somebody may not have got the wish fulfillment, Aquarius, it's telling me with a water sign, maybe an earth sign. So it could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm going to smoke one more before I start. Here we go. Let's do this. Show me something for Aquarius. Oh, that was a lot faster than I expected. Why is that on the table? Somebody thought about communicating, whether it was you or them. Somebody thought about communicating, but I think they rationalized they wouldn't get what they wanted. It's almost like they knew they weren't going to get what they wanted, or they felt like the other person, when it came to being emotionally available, they weren't going to show them the change or the communication they wanted. You weren't going to get something out of somebody, and you became aware of it, so you moved on from it. I feel like what you want to rush towards, I feel like you would like to rush towards situations developing in love or being passionate. That's the judgment, the outcome I feel like you want in your life right now. You really feel like that is something you're missing, Aquarius. It tells me you're missing that. You're trying to be strong, true, and tried and through with the situation. But you don't feel like there's any work or growth or expansion. What? Holy shit. Let's keep going. It's aggravated you. You give me like I've been aggravated with love situations or them not showing up or being available to play with them. You almost make me feel like I don't have any options. I have only had to choose myself in love situations versus, the problems or the problems that will happen. I'd like to look towards love, but I don't see it coming towards me. And I don't want to fight for something that's not going to fight for me type energy. I don't want to be emotionally unavailable or upset. You give me that strong energy with you. Here we go. I think I need more. Yeah. Because it's like I don't. Show me something for Aquarius. You don't see an option coming towards you. It tells me a lot of you Aquariuses don't see the opportunity or the investment coming towards you. That's probably why I needed to drink some of that. You don't see the offer coming towards you. I don't know what that's about. I feel like you've been very focused on your work, career path, or yourself. I do feel like you would like this opportunity to show up, but you give me, it feels so behind you, or you feel so unavailable to trusting going in that direction. Maybe it's because you were upset or just taking action. You give me, I'm struggling to take action because every time it's a dead end. It's a dead fucking end. And I'm tired of the new beginnings. You give me this, I'm tired of this, or being aware of it. Look at the person. Does that not look like a tired woman or man when it comes to love situations? Of course it does. If it didn't feel like it was valuing you or fighting for you or creating balance, are you going to keep rehearsing, not getting the balance that you want? Nobody is over time. So you kind of let go of it. Emotionally, though, even though you're at a distance with it, you're trying to trust that there could be an investment out there for you. It's almost like you want to believe there's something out there for you, but you're not putting any work or effort towards this. You're not really putting yourself, you're not entering that environment intentionally is how I feel. Whatever is how I feel. You want passion, but you haven't put the work towards it. It has upset you. This is going to be a hard truth reading. It has upset you. It's kept you unhappy or emotionally at a distance with finding the offer or going towards a celebration. You've been resistant, this just makes me feel like you haven't entertained anybody when it comes to communication or taking risks. It's like you want to, but you just don't go. It's either you feel like it doesn't come towards you, or it feels like there's nothing around you that excites you. You feel like you've missed the boat. You give me this, I've missed the fucking boat, the opportunity. I'm not upset about it, is how you come out. I've learned my lessons, is how you come out. And I've made my decisions, is how you've come out of this. Let's see what else I can get for Aquarius. I'm going to ask about the next sign right now with the same cards. What's the next sign for Aquarius? What is the next zodiac sign for Aquarius? The next person. Here we go. What is the sign? What sign showing up for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? Some of you, it's a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or that could be what you want. Definitely could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have double fire energy. Some of you, it's that, or it could just be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Show me something else. Any other sign that needs to show up that could be next for Aquarius. It's fire energy. Fire, you have fire, air, or water. I feel like you haven't really put a lot of stock or investment towards opening your heart or taking action though with discovering who's going to meet you or work with you. Who's going to, be the strength or the outcome, the judgment? Who am I going to move towards? Who's going to bring out the passion, the excitement in me? Because I've been at a distance towards that emotional fulfillment. I felt like I haven't moved towards love like I wanted to, but I'm ready for the sacrifice, or I would like to see the change. Emotionally, I'd like the investment to come towards me because it feels like it's been against, I feel like I've had my back up against it, but I'd like the security. Emotionally, what's going on? You're not trying to focus on anything that feels out of the ordinary when it comes towards getting an emotional attachment or a wish fulfillment. You're also trying to trust, not being emotionally at a distance from finding happiness, even though I feel like you have been there for quite some time. I feel like you've felt like you've been at a distance with happiness and you want to see things change or be invited in for the right investment. This is something that crosses your mind a lot, or you have a hard time letting it get into your mind, but you do want that work. Show me something else. Aquarius. You try not to stress about it. Try not to stress about it. You also may feel like it hasn't come towards you or you haven't worked with it. You know about this and you're wanting that new beginning, but you're not seeing anything change. I also feel like you haven't moved towards what? You haven't moved towards believing the option you choose would be the right one. This is going to be something that you have to come to terms with. Ace of Pentacles, the Magician. It's almost like if you want it, get it. Go after it. Because I feel like this is your struggle position. And at the end of the day, there's no reason you need to struggle. There's no reason you need to struggle. You need to trust the fulfillment or the opportunity. Anything else on top of the star card? Show me for Aquarius, please. Because what can it bring? It can bring in a lot of great passion, desire, maybe wish fulfillment. But it's going to take the process of going after it or being available for it. Starting. That's about making the effort. Make the effort. Some of you have been resistant, but when it comes to happiness, emotionally, it doesn't make you feel like it's coming towards you. I don't know why, but that's what it's telling me. You feel all left out in the cold, or like I can't be preoccupied with things that don't move towards me, or worry about what I don't feel like you're worried about what didn't work out or the investments that didn't happen. I feel like you're more in a standoff with moving forward. Give me this. I don't know if I want to move forward or communicate, or if I even want to look towards another, relationship. That's what I see for Aquarius. Some of you are back and forth on the belief if it's meant for you. And it's like, instead of following that energy, follow the energy of what you want. What would give you clarification and happiness within inside of you? What would make you content? You're the card about getting the wish fulfillment. Focus on that and see where it brings you. That's what I would tell you, Aquarius. I almost feel like if you take the high road, you may be pleasantly surprised. Like I should say something like that to Aquarius. Anything else for Aquarius, please? It's gonna start and end with what you decide. Do you want to communicate? Do you want to open up? Do you want somebody to listen? Do you want that new beginning? Because it's telling me you do. It's telling me you do want that. But you may feel like you've been at a distance with it or not worked with it. But you think about it all the fucking time, having that victory. And you know that it would be wise to choose that energy, to choose trusting yourself, because you know what you want. That's what it tells me. The Hermit, the Moon, this is you not going towards it. This is you knowing that's what you want to trust and move towards with the Chariot energy. It's up to you. if you were to decide or take action, it's probably going to work out or be available. It's making me want to tell you, it's like you have not been excited about taking the risks or feeling like you're going to choose the right one. Choose the right one. Like it's just going to emotionally feel toxic, or like it's going to move away from you, or like you'll have it for a minute just to be upset. Don't think like that. Stay on the positive, be up and the up. You got to invite changes. I don't feel like you feel like you're somebody's option. I feel like you're just not looking at the options. Queen of Cups, you feel at a distance with options or bringing it home. Something about bringing it home or coming towards you and taking action towards you. It feels like it's not showing up. Strength card, the World. Things may have ended. You may have recognized they needed to end, or I had to look away from them, not play with them, and accept. But what have you discovered? Being patient, has it brought in the love? I feel like love is something you want, but it's not coming towards you because you're not taking the opportunity to go after it. And you know that's what you want. Some of you know that's exactly what you want that could bring in happiness. That may not be everybody's reading, but that's what I have for Aquarius. Take it if it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, I get it. Maybe the next time. If anything, the card that hit the floor is you've probably been very preoccupied with staying busy and not trying to focus on the things in love that upset you or that just haven't felt like they're in front of you. I feel like you've focused on other victories. And I think you know that. The Moon card, I think you know that that's what you've done. You've went towards other directions. Or you try not to be upset about not having that opportunity or that in front of you. Something like that is what I'm seeing for you. Now we're going to move on. Okay. Here we go. Wow. Hopefully that made sense. That felt kind of like a little all over the place, but hopefully it made sense to some Aquariuses out there. We're going to move on. It's almost like you've seen things for what they are, and you know what you can't expect, or you've chosen to acknowledge that you shouldn't expect what you deserve, even though you deserve it. I don't know why you feel like that. You should never put yourself in a box in a situation. You should just make yourself available to know that you're enough and that you can find somebody that feels the same thing towards you that you feel towards them. I don't know how else to pronounce that, but that's how I feel about Aquarius' reading. We're going to move on to Pisces. Pisces is going to be 313, I guess. We'll call it 313 even though it might be a little after. There we go. Let's do this. One for you, and we'll go back to those because we're going to start with these. Pisces. Pisces. What is the message for Pisces? What is the message for the zodiac sign of Pisces? The next person. I hope it shows it to me because lately it's been hard to get the next anything for you other than you taking care of your own shit and not really worrying about anybody's shit. Let's see what it says. Show me the sign of Pisces' next person. Let's start with that for you. Let's just jump right in this shit. Here we go. Pisces. Two of Wands. Oh, maybe a fire sign. Two of Wands. Or an earth sign. Any other sign that wants to show up for Pisces? It's got to jump. Oh, jumped over the hand. Jesus, you have fire, earth, or air. Strong Libra energy for you, Pisces. Fire could be, if it's a fire sign, it could be a Sagittarius. You got Temperance. Three of Wands. You have a lot of fire energy here. Two of Swords. I'm going to tell you, it's either a fire or air sign prominent. Very prominent energy. You're going to deal with a fire or air sign next, Pisces. Whether it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's who's coming to mingle with you. Ten of Swords definitely could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Either that you move towards. King of Wands or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. that emotionally brings fulfillment in, that you put work and effort towards, that you move towards. You may feel at a distance. So I get like you're at a distance with taking effort or going towards anybody right now in love. Four of Cups reversed, not surprised. I feel like that hasn't been your focus. When it comes to moving towards communication and love, Eight of Wands, that's not what you've been learning to trust. You give me this, I need to trust myself more than my outer surroundings. I don't want anything to upset me or play games with me or show me it's toxic. The investments of the past where I wanted a victory never grew. You know what? I felt left out of a situation, so I'm taking action, not to stress about what didn't work out emotionally. Eight of Swords. I can't be stressed about situations I didn't get fulfillment in love, but I can focus on my victories ahead or what I want to manifest going forward. For right now, it may not be a love situation. Six of Pentacles to the Page of Wands. I don't see you creating happiness or expansion or opening up towards love right now. I feel like you're going to open up towards happiness before you open up towards what? Love, like I just said, the lovers. I feel like Pisces starts to really love their own environment, and then it's almost like you show, what's that saying? When you're single, people are when you're with somebody, everybody wants you. And when you're not with somebody, nobody wants you. I feel like once Pisces gets in the energy of being happy, content with what they're doing, you're gonna have that energy where you seem unavailable, even though you're not. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like that's how the attraction that ends up coming towards you. And it's probably a fire or an air sign. I'm getting fire, air. Psychically, the tarot's telling me fire or air. Psychically, the only other sign could be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Psychically, maybe Earth. I feel like an earthbound energy around you. Wheel of Fortune, go to the bottom. Six of Cups, Knight of Swords, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Who are you going to put work and effort towards? Three of Cups. I don't see you going towards this for a while. I actually see you doing your own thing. Three of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, Five of Wands reversed. And trusting your decision. Some of you have been here for a while, and you're okay with it. You give me this, I'm okay with it energy. I almost want to. You come off like fuck love, like straight up. You come off like I don't give a fuck. I don't need a motherfucker in my. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't fucking Don't dream about me, bitch. Kind of energy. Like I don't need that shit around me right now. Maybe that ain't all of you, but that's what I feel like for Pisces. Here we go. Let's go for Pisces. Drink break. I made it all the way through. Here we go. The World. Some of you guys had to just move away from a situation. Is it fire energy? No. Some of you had to move towards stability, or I feel like self-honor. Four of Wands, maybe being happy towards a fire sign. I feel like you didn't get the completion or the happiness that you wanted with a fire sign. Might have felt like it stung or hurt for a while or wasn't balancing out. I feel like you're not stuck there anymore. This makes me feel like you're not stuck to it anymore. Like you've let it go. Eight of Cups energy. You've released it. It was a problem. It was something that you were emotionally available for until you recognized it wasn't choosing me. Judgment reversed. Nine of Pentacles. I know my worth. Clarify that. Clarify that for Pisces. And they weren't showing me commitment. Three of Cups reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. Five of Wands. I felt alone. I didn't feel like it was being reciprocated. And I had to trust understanding it for what it is. And it might have been a guy that put you in that position. It might have been a man, fire sign man, by the way. Or some of you could have been an earth sign man, or vice versa. Earth sign woman, fire sign woman, whatever. It made you think. It made you recognize they're not investing in me the way I want to invest in them in a love situation. All I was looking for was the pursuit of happiness. But why did this die? Why did we stop talking? Why weren't they showing up? Why weren't they offering their love towards me? Because they weren't. And I feel like it made you realize I can't manifest a new beginning with somebody who I'm all in it to win it with this 10 of Cups energy. And I'm willing to communicate, but I can't figure out where they are. Five of Pentacles. When I move towards them, why aren't they answering the call? Or why are they unavailable? Or why are they not responding? Did that happen? Because the Eight of Swords, I think you got sick of it. So sick of this kind of energy. Here we go. Tower, you want to change. You want to change or wanted to feel relieved that something could work out, but it never did. Seven of Swords, you learn not to trust it, so you stop communicating towards it or putting effort and time into it. I feel like that wasn't easy, but I feel like you knew that you had to cut free of that. Five of Swords, it wasn't worth the struggle. I feel like you're focusing on your strengths, you're focusing on your abilities, and you know that's where you need to be. I'm going to say this again. The Magician and the Moon, you know that's where you need to be. Ace of Pentacles, the Strength card reverse. You know you need to focus on the things that are in front of you or you can put in front of you versus a relationship. And I feel like you've been okay with this. Anything else for Pisces? Some of you have come to the terms that if you gave into a situation, it wasn't going to last. I'm not even going to show you the tarot. Some of you came to the conclusion or the knowing, the understanding. If I go towards a situation, Three of Wands, it's not going to last. It will not last. Ten of Swords, kind of identified. I got to go towards a new direction or a brand new beginning, and that's the direction I should move towards. I need to communicate with somebody that's willing to communicate with me. And that's the best decision for me, not focusing on the past or something that's not moving forward. Seeing it for what it is, accepting it for what it is. Pisces is like very, very like, no, you're not going to fuck with me or you're not going to hurt me. Some of you, this happened early on. Some of you, it lingered for a while before you accepted moving on from the situation. If it was an air or an earth sign, you moved on early. If it was a fire or water sign, you were attached to them longer than you wanted to be. I don't need the tarot to tell you that. I feel that. Let's keep going. Here we go. All right. What's the message for Pisces? What do we got for Pisces? Show me something for the zodiac sign of Pisces. Oh. I don't know what those are. Fire, air, I think earth. But let's see what we get for you. I'm not done shuffling. Pisces. One more shuffle. What is the message for Pisces? I'm super independent on my own energy. I don't need a motherfucker. I don't know who this is, but you have this. I'm not taking risks towards, it's almost like I'm not going towards new beginnings right now. I've let go of that. I'm learning to trust that. I'm not worried about that energy. I'm worried about investing in the things of you have like, I need to stay pure and cut away from situations that didn't work out. I'm not going to let that be what bothers me. I do want to manifest a new beginning or something about communication, but I may be struggling to move towards it for a little while, or I've decided not to put work and effort towards that. Why? What's this about? What's this? So it tells me you want a new beginning or you would like one, but you're trusting to leave it behind for now. Be strong in your own pursuit of happiness, not focus on where you've been or what you couldn't trust. You don't want to be stressed there. You don't want to focus on changes that don't feel like they're real. You want true security to move towards you or for you to move towards to be the correct investment. When it comes to love, give me something else for Pisces. You will get communication. Clarify anything you can for Pisces. Will it be soon? Yes or no? No, it won't be that soon that you start speaking or opening up to somebody when it comes to communication. A lot of you, it's because you don't want to be hurt again. Or emotionally, you've learned that, you know what, I don't want to focus on that. That's not where my mind's at or what I'm rushing towards. You come across where it's like, if it didn't need me, I don't need it, and I'm not going to stress over it, and I've made up my fucking mind. Like, if it's not coming towards me or showing up, the offer's not coming towards me, that's okay. I'm not going to be stressed out or looking over my shoulder at something or get stuck in that energy. I'm not going to be upset at night or be anybody's fucking option at the same time. And I know that that's what's best for me at this time. A lot of you come off like, I just want to put work into things that matter right now. And when I feel like it's ready, it's time for me to play again or move towards other things, maybe love, I will. Because it's telling me right now you're not communicating or opening up towards love. Almost like you've said, nope, it's too much of a problem, and I'm not going to be stressed out about that or be somebody's option. Some of you might have had a hard time letting go of an air or a water sign. Definitely an air or a water sign, or fire sign Leo. It was hard to let it go or have patience or accept that you didn't get the victory in that situation. It was very tough. Anything else for Pisces? Let's see what we get. I hope it's making sense to you guys out there. I'm sure it is to some. Here we go. Let's go. I'm just gonna shuffle my hands. Why is the star card here? And what do you want to tell Pisces? Specifically for Pisces, zodiac sign Pisces. I don't think you've found that new beginning yet. I do feel like you will. I do feel like what you haven't seen show up yet will show up when the time is right, the Hermit. Or when you feel like you want to trust doing it again. Give me something else for Pisces. They didn't want to go in. Right now, you may not trust it. That may be why you cut away from it or stay out of it. That feels like I just need to stay out of it energy. I want to stay at a distance. As much as I want a new beginning, I'm going to stay back. I'm not going to go towards a situation I don't trust to go forward, or I'm not ready. It's either I don't trust to go forward right now, or I'm just not ready to deal with that shit right now. Why is the Wheel of Fortune upright for Pisces? Okay, King of Wands, so clarify it. Pisces energy. What's the energy I need to show Pisces? You do think about being passionately available, or you would like to see it happen, but it doesn't. You don't let it be something that weighs your mind down, because I think you've already found out that you dealt with something that wasn't showing up for you. Prominent energy is air or fire energy. Something may not have worked out with an air, fire, or water sign. I feel like you've learned that emotionally you can't get stuck there or stay upset, and it's better to take action towards other things or celebrate towards other things, or to slowly get ready to be available to communicate and build again, to finally find like that footing or that direction and move towards it. When you're ready, you'll move towards it. You have a when I'm ready, I'll change. I'll go in that direction. I'll create that stability. But right now, I don't want to stress about that bullshit. I want it away from me energy. That may not be all of you, but some of you felt like there was a situation when you wanted to open up towards it. It wasn't showing you enough trust. Trust, value, security. Could have been Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And I feel like you decided I'm going to trust not to focus on that and leave it out. I feel like you're like, I need to trust me. I need to be patient with me and where I'm going and the action I'm pursuing, not the things that show up to me or that I felt like I'm attached to. But at the end of the day, they're not providing true happiness. It's more of like a sexual happiness, like a bondage energy, like a sexual fling versus a true love. And I feel like you've identified that. Some of you, it was with a fucking Leo that you've decided I can't be upset about and I have to move on. And I got to find the true love ticket or the true lover that I'm designed to meet. And you know that that's the direction you're meant to go in. And if you don't, the tarot is trying to help you align with understanding it for what it is. These are the messages I have for all of you. Was that long enough for Pisces? I don't know. I feel like Pisces could be a little bit longer. So we'll give you a little ending message. Show me the end message for Pisces. Whether you're a woman or a man, I'm just going to put it like this. You might have dealt with somebody who it was a situation where you thought everything was going to work out. I feel like you thought everything was going to work out. Everything was going to make you happy until you recognized it wasn't. I hate to put it out there like this, but I'm going to put it out there like this. The devil card, the magician reversed. Something got shown to Pisces. And I don't care what sign it was, Capricorn, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It doesn't matter to me. It's a matter of the Eight of Swords. It puts you in a worry of changes or trusting a person or a situation until you no longer could trust it, or you recognized it wasn't trustworthy or wasn't showing up for you. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. Page of Swords. What happened with communication? The Strength card, the Fool. It feels like it never fully invested in you. Three of Pentacles, or it was investing in something else that it was still could have still been dealing with somebody from the past. I'm just going to put it out there. Somebody you might have been communicating with may not have been over the past or still involved in something they had already invested in. That's the Fool card, the Strength card before it, the Page of Swords. Somebody was communicating, taking risks. 10 of Pentacles reverse, somewhere they've already been or hadn't let go of. Ace of Swords, King of Wands, Temperance, the Hermit, Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So I feel like you emotionally had to let go or not get stuck in feeling like you were somebody's options. Eight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Six of Cups. You had to release this. I had to release an energy that wasn't fighting for me. Five of Pentacles. Five of Swords to the Five of Pentacles. I had to release this, completely release this. Chariot, I'm not going to move forward with somebody who's not communicating or showing me true love. I feel like you felt like they got away with it, and you recognized this wasn't the best manifestations for you to find a true partner or get the balance you deserved, because it starts and ends with communication and emotional connection, and I feel like it wasn't always showing up for you every day. The Sun card reversed. Nine of Swords. It was probably causing a lot of mental conflict when it came to loving the situation. Or Seven of Cups, knowing if they're giving their cup to someone else. Six of Swords, making decisions. The High Priestess, trusting what to do, not wanting to fight, probably putting the work and effort towards it. I feel like you saw that when it came to wish fulfillment or judgment, you were putting more effort. Three of Cups, you were putting more effort in emotionally than they were. And that's why it fell apart. And it may have been a fire sign. Definitely could have been a fire sign. Or an air sign. Let's tell me fire or air. Any other sign that wants to show up? Or water sign. Yeah, three. I'm going to go with fire, air, or water for you. That's what it tells me. I hope you guys enjoyed these messages. I want to say thank you for your time. Whether you're a mom or you're not a mom, happy Mother's Day to you or your mother. Thank you for your time. I'll see you later. Bye.